The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 277, being recorded on October the 5th, 2019, Spooktober. Welcome, I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back, Gunny.
Thank you, buddy. How are you? How's it going?
It's going mighty fine, sir. Mighty fine.
Good.
That's right, and from Ohio, the Mayo.
Well, hello there, Jesus.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Did you guys have a good week?
I had a great week, Gunny. Did you like the show title last week, Mayo?
I did. Thank you for putting that up.
I thought it was a good show title.
Little Ohio.
Yeah. Little Ohio and our better internet over here.
Oh, fuck you and your internet, fucking Ohio. You suck. Anyways, people, you can follow us on _Horrible Gamers on the Twitter machines. That's at _Horrible Gamers. We really don't tweet much, but we are on there. I'm actually kind of active on Twitter. I go on there and look at stuff. Also, you can leave us a review on iTunes, thumbs up on Stitcher, and all that good stuff. You know what to do there. You can also leave us a review, people. I don't know, many of you don't know this, but you can leave us a review on our Facebook page. That's right. So you go to Facebook, you search Horrible Gamers Podcast, you find the page, not the group, and you can leave a review right there. Just 5 stars. I love Jesus. And we get that.
Or Gunny.
We get no, not Gunny, Jesus. And yeah, so do that, people. I want to see reviews from you guys. And I also want to see you over at Patreon at patreon.com/Horrible Gamers. Like our friend Jonathan Hall. He joined the Patreon a while back. Let me go. I gotta pull up the list here. Relationship manager.
I forgot to listen to GFNG this week.
All right, let me give you the list of the active Patreons, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Sunday, Alan Maybe H, Bill Gardner II, Brian Capessa, David Snyder, Evan Tanaka, Henley, and I don't know what this person's. I won't let anyone hurt me like this again. Who is that user? Their username is I won't let anyone hurt me like this again. I'm fucking dead. That's amazing. That is amazing. Whoever changed their name to I won't let anyone hurt me like this again, I fucking love you. We won't let them hurt you again either.
We won't.
Jesse Kraft, John Jerome, Jonathan Hall, M. Polo, Macmod, Robbie Wheat, The Mayo, and Vaderholic. Thank you guys for being Patreons. Who the fuck is this person? That is the best Patreon name ever, dude. I love it. Anyways, people, thank you for joining our Patreon and for being part of our Patreon machines. Thanks to you, we're able to hopefully increase our audio quality this week and hopefully get this worked out. If you didn't notice, we're using a new recording software this week.
It's, we're not seeing each other's pretty faces, and that's a little...
Fuck you, Gunny. I'm tired of seeing your face. That's what's making the audio bad. Your face.
It's really
I'm Gunny got to blame.
If you want to go and listen to our show with the premium app, you can download Stitcher. Stitcher is a premium podcasting app. That's right. So that means you go to Stitcher and you can listen to all kinds of podcasts. But there's also Stitcher Premium within Stitcher. And that is a special program. You sign up, you get premium shows, a bunch of special podcasts and all that good stuff. Ad-free listening. You get to listen to all kinds of exclusive podcasts on their premium app as well, and their premium subscription. And if you join with Horrible Gamers, you can actually get a free month. That's right. So it's only $4.99 a month or $34.99 a year. But if you use promo code Horrible Gamers during sign up So you head over to the website and you sign up using promo code HorribleGamers. You get 1 free month. Woo! Yeah. So remember, go to Stitcher. To Stitcher.com/premium. You sign up. Use promo code HorribleGamers. You get a month free. So if you sign up for them, usually they give you 2 options. You can sign up for a year or for a month. So you get a 1-week trial or a monthly trial if you sign up for a year. So you can sign up for a year and get an extra month to your whole plan. So you get 13 months instead of 12 months, and you get a 5-week fucking trial if you use our code. So promo code HorribleGamers, go use that code, people. Use it! Yeah.
Do it.
Also, if you're interested in purchasing some gear from the Horrible Gamers, you can do so over at Redbubble, redbubble.com. Head on over to Redbubble to purchase yourself a t-shirt, hoodie, wall art, a water bottle, a bed comforter, a shower
Coffee
curtain,
mugs.
I saw the
coffee
bed
mug. It looks nice. I'm going to buy one. You buy all that stuff. You get stickers, whatever you want to buy. Horrible Gamers has got you covered over at Redbubble. Just go to redbubble.com and in the search bar type Horrible Gamers Podcast. And you'll see our store pop up. There's over 50 items that you can purchase in that store with awesome shipping. Pretty fucking quick delivery, actually. It's like a week. So it's actually a pretty fast delivery if you order to these guys. Horrible Gamers Podcast over at Redbubble. Yeah.
And I can say I've actually used Redbubble before, and I've ordered T-shirts from there before, and they're actually really high quality. Like I think the last time has been about 2 to 3 years ago, and I still like the T-shirts I wear often. There's no holes, there's no wear on the print, nothing like that. Good quality, really
Premium
nice
shirts.
packaging.
Yeah.
They give you a nice packaging and everything when it comes to you. They even have like a little funny panda or something. I can't remember what it was. There's a little thing that comes with it. It's like a panda sticker or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but
I'm
it was
sold.
kind of a nice little added
Panda
bonus.
sticker, I'm sold.
But yes, exciting stuff. Definitely have to
That's
order
right.
myself my HGP T-shirt.
Let me tell you some stuff you can buy over at the HGP store, Gunny. You can buy a wall clock. Have you ever wanted a clock? Well, now you can buy a wall clock, Gunny. That
Everybody
says
has a clock,
Horrible
needs a clock.
Gamers.
I
Says
might
Horrible
be ordering that
Gamers.
here real soon.
You can buy a sticker. You can buy some wall art if you want some wall art. You can buy some duvet covers. You can buy all kinds of stuff. So just go on over to Horrible Gamers Podcast store at Redbubble and purchase something. Buy something.
You know, I'm just thinking when the next time when you're listening to the show, you can just cuddle up with one of the
Yeah, just use the
duvets.
blanket. Yeah, just cover
the
yourself
blanket
up.
there, the
wrap
HGP
yourself.
blanket.
Throw on the hoodie, the HGP hoodie, and a t-shirt underneath it. Yeah, wrap yourself up. You could buy an acrylic block if you want to shoot at a block that's acrylic. You can buy a Horrible Gamers block to shoot at. Yeah!
Yeah.
Pull out your
get
guns,
direction out
America!
of us.
Yeah. Take your best shot. It looks actually pretty legit. I'm gonna buy that block. I'm gonna buy it. Buy it, Gunny. Yeah. Anyways. There's that, people. Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistix, and it's called Breakout. Our intro song is done by Broken Free. It's called Night Owl. And let's get to talking about video games, because that's what we're here to discuss. Right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
I actually wanted to throw in there real quick, Jesus. We still have the Patreon giveaway coming up here on the 19th of October.
19.
So all of our Patreons are still eligible for the $25 gift card and the last Cyberpunk 2077 sticker that we have.
The last one. No more after that. They're all done. No more can ever be made.
That was a limited edition.
That's right. So, go. Sign up for Patreon and get your money, people. Get free money. Anyways, let's go on now and talk about video games we've been playing this week. Guys and girls, I played some games, fellas. I played some games.
I actually
Guys.
got some good games I talked about this week, too.
So, this week I actually, on Steam, I went and re-downloaded some of my hobo titles without the Mayo Pass, because I still don't have the Mayo Pass anymore. Fucking Mayo just kicked me off.
You need to get that right revoked. No, not revoked, but reinstated, I guess is the word.
Fucking Mayo kicked me off the Mayo Pass. motherfucker.
We need to get you added back. We haven't had much time to game together lately. We usually, when we are talking, we're usually talking podcast stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's all business, all fucking. How does my audio sound? How does your audio sound?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Let's test
you
our
press
mics.
This button?
Let's press this button.
Tweak
What
that
happens
one.
if we do this? Yeah, it's all fucking bullshit business. Anyways. Let's talk about what we've been playing this week. So I actually went and re-downloaded some of my games, guys. And I actually downloaded Jurassic Park Evolution. I know this game is kind of old. I know you guys have heard me talk about it to death. But it's good on the PC. It's actually really good. So I've gone back to play that a little bit. It's pretty much a strategy game. I don't know if it's a strategy. It's more of a management game. You're kind of just managing a park, and you're trying to make sure that the dinosaurs don't escape. So I'm actually on the 4th or 5th island now in the campaign. So I've actually was able to unlock the island with the T-Rex. There's like a little island. I think it's called Isla Sorna. That's the island that's long, and it has like the T-Rex enclosures, and it unlocks like the big heavy walls, the concrete walls that you can put the T-Rex behind so he can't break out and shit. Like, it unlocks those walls for you. And I was actually able to move on to that island, but I decided not to. I decided to stay on the island that I was on. Because the island that I was on was actually one of the islands that there was like a disaster there or something. And they told me to rebuild it. And I've actually rebuilt the island, and I'm actually doing really good on it. I have like a 4-star rating on that island. I have a hotel that's like pretty packed. I have a bunch of dinosaurs. I have like I made like a whole section of the park that's actually pretty big, like a big enclosure, you know what I mean? Like a big dinosaur enclosure. But it has like all the herbivore dinosaurs in it, so it has like the big fucking like the long neck fucking dinosaurs, the Brachiosaurus or whatever. And it has like the fucking it had the Triceratops or whatever, like those fucking things with the horns on their head, the little fucking weird looking ones. Yeah, and then it had like it had a few other ones, like a few big ones. They're all herbivores and they're all pretty big. But the problem was that I ended up putting too many dinosaurs together, because there's a limit to like how comfortable a dinosaur can be. And a lot of the herbivores are used to being around like, I think the population is roughly around 25 to 30 dinosaurs. And I think I have like 40 in this enclosure. So I ended up releasing like one extra Triceratops into the enclosure. There was only 3 in there, and I released one more, and they ended up breaking the fence and escaping. So like, next thing you know, my like on my park, I'm getting notifications like fence broken, alert, and this is like alert. Fucking guest in danger, like from the dinosaurs. It tells you like how many guests are in danger from attack. It's like guest in danger, and I was like, holy shit. And I look over and like my whole fence is just destroyed from like the herbivore enclosure. So I like sound the alarms. I open up all the shelters, the alarms are going off, and people are fucking everyone's freaking the fuck out and running. And I send out my
on the ground.
Yeah, I send out my helicopter to the fucking to like tranquilize the dinosaurs, and my helicopter's having a hard time like shooting them. And I'm like, holy shit, there's like 5 dinosaurs that got loose. A lot of them stayed in the enclosure. Obviously, I had like 40 dinosaurs, but a lot of them stayed in the enclosure. But it was like 5 of them that actually walked out of the fucking fence, like in the hole on the fence, and they went out there and started fucking with people. So that was kind of scary. The scary part about like me having like an event in that park, specifically that one in that island, is that I have a huge cage. It's like a huge enclosure, but I have the raptors, the velociraptors. I have them in that enclosure, but I have 4 of them in there. And they're pretty comfortable. Like, I have them to the point where, like, they're not going to escape. They have, like, a lot of room to like, run around in. They have water. They have food. They don't have, like, any other type of dinosaurs in there with them. It's actually pretty big. Like, it's probably the biggest enclosure I've ever made. And it's just for the raptors. So they're pretty comfortable in there. And, but when I saw, like, fence broken, I thought it was them escaping. So I was freaking the fuck out, because they'll actually eat people. You know what I mean? The herbivores are kind of...
What do the other ones do?
The herbivores, they might attack people. They might kill someone if they're, like, kind of big. You know, like if they step on them or run at them or something, they might kill somebody. But the chances of them killing someone is very low compared to, like, a meat-eating dinosaur escaping. You know what I mean?
I
Your fucking
haven't
raptor
made it
escapes.
I haven't made it as far as, like, let let them escape and then see how long it takes them to actually get to the shelter or die first.
The problem with the shelters is I only have 2 of them in that park. I've been using a lot of my space to maximize. Like I said, I have big enclosures, so I have less space to like put shops and stuff. So I've been like kind of stacking my shops together in the areas where the people go visit the dinosaurs. And I only have 2 emergency shelters. One is like at the entrance of the park, all the way in the beginning near the hotel. And another one's kind of next to the cage where the raptors are. Like that's another enclosure for like an emergency shelter. So the people can kind of get to these emergency shelters pretty quickly. But the bulk of the people in the middle, they're kind of just stuck running either direction. So they're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're probably going to die. Like if the raptors ever escape, there's going to be a few deaths. I know that.
Safety first, Jesus.
You got to deal with... And the thing is, like, I have my ranger team. That's the team that, like, those are the people that usually, like, they refill like the feeders for the dinosaurs inside their cages, and they shoot the dinosaurs with these darts to heal them if they get diseases, or they're the ones that fix stuff. Like if your power grid goes down, they're the ones that go out and fix the power grid or fix the power plant or fix a fence if a fence breaks. And I have the ranger team, but like the problem is I set up all my labs and my ranger team and my security teams like on this one little area of the map. It's all the way to the north. So it's kind of like they're kind of like isolated up there, and they have to. It takes them a while to get to fix a fence. It takes them a while to get across the park because I don't have them like scattered throughout the middle of my park. They're kind of like far away, and the reason I have it that way because I want the guests to experience the park. I don't want them to see like a fucking security center or fucking lab. Who wants to see a lab? They're here to see dinosaurs, right, motherfucker. So I'm giving them the experience they need. The problem is that it comes with like a risk of like it takes them a while to fix a problem if a problem ever comes up. Yeah. Because there's things that happen in the game, man. There's things that happen like where you get hacked or you get like a sabotage happens in your park where like somebody shuts down the power or somebody opens up the fences to like, because like the enclosures, you have to have a gate that opens so your ranger team can get in there to resupply the dinosaur feeders, you know what I mean? So sometimes what happens is like you'll get a sabotage where like somebody opens up all the fences, like the gates to your park, like to the dinosaurs. Somebody will just open those up. And you have to send a ranger team to repair the fucking gate. But I mean, the dinosaurs are getting loose, so they attack anyone, you know what I mean? So your ranger team can get attacked. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, it gets nuts at that point to try and multitask.
Because that actually happened to me. My gates were sabotaged and they were opened. The good thing is that my raptor enclosure, where I had the velociraptors and shit, didn't have a gate yet. I didn't put one on it yet. So it was only the other dinosaurs that got fucking loose, and I was like, oh, okay, at least it wasn't those fucking things. Those things are hard to catch. They fuck everything up, dude.
Yeah, I know at some point, isn't it, where you can upgrade your, like some of your helicopters, like they can kind of do some of the same work?
Yeah, they do.
But you gotta have the points, right? You've got to be able to have that upgraded.
Yeah, you gotta have the research teams to upgrade some stuff. You gotta have the money to pay for the upgrades or the research for the upgrades. And you gotta have the power. A lot of the upgrades take power. So, like, for example, a helicopter, you can have it to set, like, you can put an upgrade on it where the guy reloads faster. And you have that at 3.0 or use 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. You can have it at 3.0. And the guy can reload faster, but it takes up so much energy, like so much electricity from your park. Like it'll say 5 sparks or whatever. And you have to like manage how much energy your power plants are producing to keep the whole park running, you know what I mean? So it's all like a management thing, It's kind of tricky. But my park is making tons of money and it's doing good. I'm looking forward to switching out to the next island because the next one's pretty hard. It's where the T-Rex is at. And that island has a lot of storms, so a lot of like rainstorms, and those usually break stuff too, like the storms, the thunderstorms. They'll break like a fence, or they'll break a gate, or they'll break something, and the dinosaurs get out and fuck people up. It's fucking horrible. But, yeah.
So Jesus, let's just say California over there is trying to, I guess in Portland area, is trying to keep up with Ohio and their theme parks, and they build a real life version of your theme park over there.
Yeah.
How likely are you going to attend it?
Like if it was like exactly like my park.
Yeah, exactly. Like you walked into a living version of your park.
I would attend.
Are you gonna
it.
feel safe?
I would feel pretty safe going to my park. The chances, like I said, the only dinosaurs I'm really scared of is the raptors, and they don't really ever escape because I have them set pretty comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't have them overcrowded. They have plenty of space. Yes, they have tons of people viewing them because I put up a lot of viewing platforms, but they have a lot of space and they have a lot of food, so they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna get out and eat people. So I would go.
Yeah. Just be careful because Gunny was asking me about dinosaur security the other day. So just be cautious when you're over there because he's not too far away from you.
Because if I know me, like I'm on that second island now, and there's always that urge where you want to add more dinosaurs, but
you do.
Do you have enough enclosures or not? You know, like maybe you don't have the space, so you're gonna put like 20 or 30 dinosaurs in one enclosure.
And
Just
that's when the shit goes wrong.
It's the fun of it.
You put a big T-Rex in like with a bunch of little raptors, dude, and he'll start attacking them, and they'll start attacking him too, and they'll start fighting. They'll try to escape.
Yeah, and then one of them is injured or sick or dies or.
Yeah, and you lose money because I mean they cost a lot of money to make. Like the raptors are like $500,000 or more, like $350,000 for each one to like make one or whatever. That's how much it costs. And for like the big Brachiosaurus, the big long neck fucking dinosaurs, those things are like $750,000 for one of those to make one of those. So if you make it and it fucking dies, you're like, fuck, I just lost like almost $1 million on this shit. You know what I mean? It's bad for investors, Gunny. Bad for the investors. Yeah. But yeah, that's Jurassic World Evolution, people. Woo! Fun game. Runs great on PC too.
You make me want to play it again. Like
it's so much fun. I don't know.
There in my library.
It doesn't take long to get to the second island.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, but it can be tricky. Like at first I was struggling with this island, and then once I realized like I should just put a bunch of dinosaurs in the same thing. Well, why not? And it worked out for me pretty good. Anyways, people, you're probably tired of me talking about fucking dinosaurs that don't exist in a video game. Anyways, let's talk about more games, guys. Let's talk about some other games that I played this week. Actually, today I made my comeback on the stream. I made my comeback streaming, guys. Today I decided to stream again. I got Streamlabs set up again. Got my green screen set up. Everything's set up again. I'm good to stream. So I got that set up, and I started streaming Apex Legends, and the new map is out. So I was like, you know what, new map, new season. And today is the first time I've actually played it. And dude, the map is fucking good. It's good.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's so different from the original map. It's like they have like a snow section of the map. They have a lava section of the map. Like everything's lava, like a volcano erupted. They have a foresty section of the map. They have like a city section, like where it's like a city, and like you know, like you're walking through a city.
So different biomes.
Like it is fucking cool, Gunny, and like they have new weapons as well, and new hop ups and stuff for the weapons. Like they're kind of like those those attachments or whatever you put on them. They have new of those. But yeah, they have new weapons as well. Like they have new, like for example, they introduced a charge rifle from, I believe it was Titanfall 1, but Titanfall 2 may have had it as well. That charge rifle, it was like a Titan weapon. You shot at the Titans.
Yes.
They have that in this game, so that's an energy weapon in this game, which I think it was the same on the original Titanfall. But it's an energy weapon in this game, and it actually takes ammunition. It doesn't it's not like in the fucking Titanfall game where I had unlimited ammo. It was just a charge. And this one is a charge, but it has like ammunition tied to that charge. So you gotta wait for it to charge, and then it shoots, and then it fucks people up. There was a few other guns that I messed around with. But today, actually playing my second match. So first match I get in, and we land pretty hot. And my squad mates, one of them was like I think he was Pathfinder. The other one was the new guy. I forget his name. He's the hacker. Crypto is his name.
That's right.
Yeah. So Crypto is the new guy. He's an Asian dude. He looks Asian. And he's a hacker. So like he hacks things. He's like the whole, like if you launch the game right now, if you haven't played it in a while and you launch the game, where you're gonna see right off the bat is you're gonna see that it has a new like intro video. So it has like a little video in the intro, like it shows you like it's kind of like the trailer that I think Jonathan posted in the group. So there's a new trailer in there, and it shows you like the story of crypto. Like it's like showing it shows all the legends talking, like Bloodhound and Mirage and Lifeline and fucking Gibraltar and all those dudes. They're all talking like in the dropship, and then crypto's like. He's like, they're on the corner being a loner, and they're all making fun of him because he's a fucking weirdo. And then they end up fucking jumping out on the new map or whatever, and it shows like the new map, and it's fucking cool, man. I like it. Second match that I played, we got a championship. We won. We fucking won the match, dude. It was fucking close too. I ended up using my Gibraltar ability twice to like kind of get us out of some holes that we were in. Like we were fucking surrounded, and I would just call in this fucking airstrike and put up the dome around us. I think it's powerful as fuck. Oh man, it was insane though. I ended up going down, and I would say I didn't really win. My teammates won it for me because I was dead. But I didn't go down. I died like at the very end of the match. It's not like I died and they like watched them for like 10 minutes. No, I died and I watched them for like a minute, maybe two. Like they were fighting this other squad that was still left alive, and the reason I died was because my teammate was pushing up and I was following him, and we weren't communicating. We were just kind of using like text chat, so we were like typing in shit. And he said push, so like he typed out push, so I like followed him, and then I get fucking sniped, and then the dude runs back. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You told me to push, motherfucker. What the fuck? It was a bitch. But we ended up getting the win. And so the crypto dude has a pretty cool ability, Gunny. So his abilities are he has this drone, right? He deploys it. And the drone, he can, like, at any time, he can just stop and crouch. And, like, he starts, like, controlling the drone. And the drone tags people automatically. Like if you look at someone, you can tag him, like kind of like Ghost Recon or something. You know what I mean? When you use the drone to tag people, so he's tagging people, and then because like every time our teammate, he would be like, enemies within 200 meters. He would like say that, and I was like, what the fuck? How does he know there's? I was like, how does he know there's somebody within 200 meters? And then like, he would be like, enemies within 200 meters northeast. And I'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about? So we would just kind of wait there, right? And sure enough, here comes these dudes, and we'd fuck him up. And then, again, he would be like, okay, no enemies within 200 meters. We're good to go. And I'm like,
oh, that's awesome.
Okay. And then we would just be moving, and then he would call it out again, like, enemies, 200 meters, southeast. They're to the left of this fucking thing over here. And, like, he had, like, this drone that he would control, and I would see him go down on his knees or, like, on one knee, and he was, like, controlling this tablet thing. His character was like looking at a tablet, and he's like, watch my back, I'm like, I control my drone. And then like he's controlling the drone and tagging people and shit. Super OP looking.
Sweet.
Yeah, the little bit I seen when you were streaming, it did look really OP. But my question is, like, when you and your team was running, I'm sure you probably ran across other cryptos.
Oh yeah.
Can you see their drone up there in the sky, and can you shoot it down as like a defensive counter?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So you can shoot the drones down. The drones do have a shield in front of them, though.
Okay,
so you know, like,
has a little bit to get through.
You know Gibraltar. You know how when like he aims, he puts up a shield in front of his gun. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. So the drone has like a little shield in front of it, like as it's flying around, it has a little shield in front of it, and you can shoot at it. But like, obviously, if it gets away from you, then it's not gonna go down. You know what I mean? But it does have a little shield, so you can shoot him down. Because we did run into across a few. Almost everyone was using crypto that we ran into. But yeah, man, the game is a lot of fun. I'm actually like excited to play it again. I really am like excited. Like I feel it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like yes, I want one more Apex right now. It's kind of weird.
I thought too. I seen on a video that his like ultimate. I think it's his ultimate that you can like diffuse other traps. So like you can get rid of Watson's laser wall, I'm going to call it, fences.
Oh yeah, because he's a hacker, right?
Caustics, so and then the caustic poison cloud.
Poison clouds, yeah. I'm assuming he could probably hack those. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I didn't see it. I didn't see my guy do that because there was no one who ran across that was like that. No one was using Watson.
How long do those laser walls stay up?
They stay up for a long time. Like, I
I
think
was gonna say,
You
indefinitely.
can shoot them down though.
Yeah, they stay up indefinitely, I think.
Well, I think you can shoot the edge of it, and it
You
makes
can.
it disappear. It breaks it, but you make noise, so then
Yeah,
people know where you're
you
at.
shoot the
Yeah,
pylons
yeah.
and it breaks them,
Okay.
and it's like, they're really easy to shoot and break, but the person that put them up can obviously see that they're being broken or whatever. But yeah, man, this new map is really intense. It's really a lot of fun, and it looks good. It looks really good. It's like colorful and shit. Like, it looks really different when you switch from the different biomes. Like, one of them, like I said, was the snow area. And that's where we landed at first. And then we went from the snow area to, like, the city area. Then we went back to, like, the lava area. Then we went to this other area. And it was all different. Very different looking. And a lot of zip lines on this map as well. A lot more zip lines, I feel like. There's zip lines everywhere and shit. It's really good. I'm surprised. And I did end up buying the battle pass again.
Was you able to use the coins from your last season, or did you have enough?
No, I had enough. I had, like, I think ended up having from the last season, and I must have had some left over from when I bought the pack, and then I bought, from the last season, I got some from playing the season. But I ended up having, I think, like 1,400 something coins. So I ended up buying the pass for like 900. I think it cost you 950 to buy it. So I have like 400 something left.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I have enough left. I think if I play half of this season, I should have enough to buy the next pass. Because I know every pass, if you buy the pass and you beat the pass, you will earn enough coins in that pass to buy the next pass.
Mm-hmm.
They do it that way because everyone does it that way. Fortnite does it that way. I'm pretty sure even PUBG probably does it that way, I'm pretty sure they all do it that way. It just makes sense to get your players like a reward for beating your pass.
Right.
Like, here, buy the next one.
I'm not sure if
Yeah,
you
who's the most
can
loyal?
buy a pass with coins on PUBG yet. I think that's really cash yet. I think
You have to use cash?
so. I don't remember
Really?
if
So
there's.
you can't buy it with
I don't
points?
remember ever using or having an option for battle points of any form to
Other than
get the pass. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't played PUBG in a little while,
cosmetics.
but I haven't looked. But the last time I don't remember seeing that as an option.
That seems like a bullshit way to do things.
It does.
You know what I mean? At least you can say whatever you want about Apex, and they've done their mistakes, and they've done a lot of things that were wrong. Don't get me wrong, I'm still pissed off at them with their event bullshit they did last time with the Battle Pass. But at least they did that right. They copied that from Fortnite, and Fortnite is doing that right. So I'm glad that Fortnite introduced that, and that it makes Apex follow suit. Because they needed it.
just copy Fortnite for a little while.
That's what I would
copy
do.
Fortnite. It
That's
kind of looks
smart.
like they did copy Fortnite. If you look at the Fortnite map and you look at the new Apex map, the new Apex map reminds me of it reminds me a lot of Fortnite. It reminds me of like because Fortnite has the same thing that Apex has in this map, where Fortnite has the different biomes, and they do a really good job at changing it. I think it's like every other week in fucking Fortnite, or every week even. They changed the map. So, yeah. I don't think that Apex is going to be changing the map, but they have different biomes now, which is a big step forward. I was tired of the old map.
Yeah, I'll be glad to check it out too. I didn't realize completely that there was a new map. I knew there's a new season and a new character, but I just thought maybe they made like moderate changes to the old map, but so it kind of makes me want to jump in and check it out also.
It was legit. It's fucking legit. And so yeah, besides Apex Legends, Jurassic Park, I actually went and played a little bit of Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is still good. It feels
It
good.
is.
It's so fucking good. That
Been
game is
playing
really
that.
good.
Played that for a few hours today.
Yeah.
At least 3 or 4 hours.
It's fun. Yeah, I played it today on stream for about a few hours, couple hours, I would say. I ended up beating the next boss I had to beat, which was the Warden. Have you guys fought that dude, the big Warden guy? He's like a prison guard.
No,
or some
you
shit.
guys are ahead of me.
That's the mission I'm actually on right now. I'm breaking the guy out. I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah.
I'm actually on the mission, Jesus, I did with you last week. And that's kind of what I've been playing this week also. And you remember that mission that you and I did where we met the big football player guy? What was his name? Brick?
Brick, yeah.
That's exactly where I'm at. And when I got to that point in the game, actually, a big message popped up on my screen. And it said, you have previously done this mission with another player. Would you like to do it again? And so I just went ahead and hit yes. That way I could get the XP and do it on my own to run through.
Yeah.
But that was the mission I played with you, so
wow,
that
so
was the first time I ran across.
You could have
just skipped that mission.
That's weird. That's pretty badass, though. I'll give us that. That's actually
I
cool.
remember that from Xbox days of playing with other people where I've jumped ahead of the story. But so far, I've just played mostly by myself on the Xbox, so I haven't had that issue. And Jesus and Mayo, I'm always going to be probably a week or two behind you guys. Because now I just did that side mission with the Rick and Morty or whatever they called it as a side mission.
Now I can't say I haven't done any of the side missions. I actually wanted to grind through. Jesus made me feel bad last week, saying we needed to get caught up, and so I had to try at least catch up with him a little bit. So, so I didn't do any side missions though. So I did have a hard time. So the mission right before that, there's like a mission where you had to go and. The guy with the big laser on the moon that had like low gravity.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I just hit the moon
I can't remember
today.
the guy's name. But that boss there was like a giant robotic eyeball where they were floating around.
Yeah.
I had the hardest time against him by myself. I died I don't know how many times. I bet
see how
15
that's
times.
Pretty hard. Yeah, me and Brink were together during that one when he played with me. And he was actually like 5 or 6 levels ahead of me, and we still ended up dying a few times playing that.
Are those like Destiny inspired or what?
It actually, I would say yes. It looks kind of like a Destiny mission.
Well, because I didn't do the boss fight today. What I did was, it was just like a regular mission, and so I know there's a lot more I need to uncover on the moon. But I did kind of detour to the right. I was like, hey, what's over here? Just want to, brighten the area up because it just kind of graze it out, right? So, and then it was actually like 3 eyeballs or 4 of them at the same time, just raining down hell upon me. And I was like, I killed 2 of them. Then I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, this one is difficult. Like he was one-shotting me. He has like this explosive thing he shoots, and he would just one-shot me. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like I could dodge it for a while, and then it just hit me. And then there wasn't any like I would call trash mobs that you can fight for your life with. Like there was none of those kind of people around when I was playing by myself. So I literally had to like try and fight for my life against the boss, which wasn't going to happen. So I wouldn't even waste the ammo at that point because I'm like, I'm just going to die anyway. So then I died, like I said, like 15 times. I ended up getting with Ghost Nico, and he joined my game, and we got it on our first try together. So just having that extra person in there helps immensely.
A lot because they can distract him when you can shoot him in the back, etc. Yeah, it's a huge help. Trust me, dude. I did that with Brink, and we ended up beating them.
Ghost had the it's black, I think, with the Beastmaster.
Yeah, the Beastmaster.
So he had his pet too. So there was really like 3 of us, and he was doing corrosive damage. And I don't know if the corrosive damage is really good against the robot type things. I'm assuming maybe.
Should.
Sometimes it maybe.
Yeah, it should.
We did really well. Like,
that or electricity.
Unfortunately, one of the guns I had was electricity, and it seemed like I was doing nothing against them. Like I had this.
Some guns don't. Yeah, they'll tell you like.
It'll even show you, right, that it's
immune or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it
still does damage, but just less of it.
Yeah, one of the bosses that I fought today was the Warden, and you're gonna run into him here pretty soon, here, Mayo, if you're playing that break mission. Because he's actually, when you go and deliver the pizza, you deliver the pizza, and you actually end up just fighting him right off the bat. You go deliver it and you fight him. And that was actually kind of tough. It was funny because I was playing it on stream, and it goes from like, it says the Warden, and then it says the pissed off Warden. When you beat him, like you get his health bar all the way down, and then it fills up again, and it's like the pissed off Warden. So now his health bar is all the way full again. And then you take that, you take his shield down again. You have to take his shield down, and on top of that, like his little minions are spawning too. Like they're like the Warden guards or whatever, like the pissed off guards, and the little tinks and shit are popping. And then you get that one down, and it's like the really big pissed off Warden. And then you take that one down, it's like the really big, super pissed off warden. And then like you take that, like it does it like 6 fucking times, dude. I shit you not. I was like, how many fucking times am I have to kill this guy? Like, I killed him like 6 times already. What the fuck? And like the last one is like the mega warden, like the super mega brutal warden or some shit like that's the last one. And I was like, fuck, that thing took like forever, dude. I just had to run around in circles and fight this guy. I spawned my mech probably like 4 or 5 times. That's how long it took to beat this dude.
That's a long fight.
Jeez,
Then, yeah.
that's a long fight.
Yeah. Like, I spawned my mech and he would destroy it because obviously I would run out of bullets or overheat, and then he would just destroy it. And then I would just run around in circles, and I would turn around. And while I was running from him, like, his little minions were running at me too, like, getting close to me and shit. So I had to, like, run in circles and turn around and shoot his minions. That's because they were, like, right on my ass. Like, I had to shoot them and stop and shoot them real quick. And then keep moving because the dude would do, like, this ground pound thing. He would, like, jump up in the air and ground pound where I was standing, so I had to like make sure I keep my eye on him while I'm shooting his guys. It was kind of a bitch, man. And then at the end, he does the ground pound and he does this other thing where he claps his hands together and it does like a big slam, like his hands slam together. And he'll like run at you and slam his hands together, and like if you're in the zone where he slams his hands, it'll do a bunch of damage. And then he has these rocket launchers that shoot like fucking missiles from his backpack or something, and they fucking lock onto you and they chase you, and you have to dodge the missiles. It's a lot of shit you have to be dodging, dude. I ended up taking him down. I didn't die, but I had to stay mobile a lot. I was like, okay, I know this is the only one way I'm going to beat this guy is if I keep running. And it actually worked out. But it was
hopefully
hard.
for me, it might work out in my situation because the gun I'm using right now is one of those guns that has that initial dart you fire, and then all the bullets after that until you run out of the clip are heat-seeking. So you don't have to look at the enemy. So you hit him one time, and it locks on him, and you can just fire blindly while you're running and dodging.
That actually was super helpful, I think.
So as I'm running and dodging, I'll be able to use that. Basically, the only thing that's hard about it is on the keyboard, I have to continue to hit C to change the firing mode of the gun. So like you have to hit C to pull up your alternate firing mode is that homing dart. So you hit them one time, then you hit C again to change it back to the heat-seeking bullets. And then you can just fire away. You run that clip out, you got to hit C again, you got to tag them. So it's a one step you have to do, but it's really convenient once you do that step because you're firing around corners. Like you don't need to look where you're firing, you can just hold down the button.
That's what I do with the I like the one that's like that, but it's the rocket launcher, because you fucking lock on with the rockets, you shoot at them, and then it locks all the rockets you shoot out just to that person. So I have this really badass rocket launcher right now. It's a purple one, I think, and it does a lot of damage, but that's the cool thing, it's a locking one, so I can shoot it at somebody, run away from them, and just fucking shoot rockets. And it just goes right at them, and usually it takes them out pretty quick, but it's a lot of damage that it's doing. But right now I'm actually running into these crazy big enemies, man, and I don't know, even today on stream near the end there, you guys saw some of the enemies I was running into, and those big guys that I ran into, those guys are really tough. They're like level 25, 26, and I'm level 22, 23, and they're just killing me like easily.
Yeah. That's where you have to go back and kind of grind things up because...
Well, the thing is, Gunny, I've done all the side missions in the game. I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. What do I got to do?
I don't know. What to do at that point is probably, you'll probably need to join in some other players.
I guess
so
run
you
into
probably
somebody...
need to come over and carry me for a while, and you'll level up as you're carrying me.
That's what I think I got to do.
Play your game.
Yeah, go do co-op and then run back to my game. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm running into these dudes. They're just a little bit above me. Like, not even a whole bunch. Just a little bit above me. And they're really wrecking me, dude. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, because I kind of did that the last couple days where I had some, like, level 4, 5, and 6 level side missions. So I went in and did a couple 5s today. It didn't give me much XP, but I was able to get to, like I said, we're 14. But now, like, the enemies are 16. I'm like, great. In the main story. So I am getting my ass handed to me. Hey, question for you guys, because I use my drone on my left bumper and right bumper. I just got my, I think it's called the Digi clone. Basically, it's just, they have their own gun, my own clone. Does that disable my grenades? I would assume that that's disabled at this point. Because those are the two
I don't know.
abilities that I'm using.
I'm not
Because
sure,
normally,
man.
right bumper would be grenade, right? So now I just, put that in my second slot. So I would think that I wouldn't have grenades. I don't know. Maybe it's on a different button, or I'm not even sure. Or if I can just change it
it might.
on the fly.
You're talking about just like remapping the controller, right?
Well, kind of, sort of, right? Because I've always had right bumper as grenade, and that's now I just use my clone.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
on the right bumper.
Just took, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
may have just
remapping.
left
It's just
blank.
kind of a. I'm not sure if there's another way to use grenades at that point. I know somebody's out there going, yes, you can, or nope, you have to actually put that back. But I don't know. It didn't seem like it was a lot of help, even with the clone. So I don't know. I'll keep it on there for a while. See how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and grind a little bit more. Unlock more of that moon area.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So I've been playing some of that, and it's really cool. I like the map that I'm in right now. The I forget what it's called, but it's like the
I was
jungly
saying
map.
on stream, Jesus, that's a huge map that you were on.
Oh, it's fucking definitely huge. It's big as fuck. It's like tons of layers of like. I don't like how. Speaking of that, I don't like how Borderlands, how Gearbox does their maps. Like, why do the map that way where it's like you can see the layers and you can move it around? I don't like it. You know what I mean? When
Yeah,
you pull up
it's
the
not
map,
like you could rotate it or even see an easier path to where you need to be.
it's
I
really
know, like you were
difficult
saying
to
on
navigate.
stream,
It's really difficult to navigate.
it's like today when I'm in Sanctuary, I knew I needed to go see Claptrap. I run
Yeah.
over there, I'm like, oh crap, he's down.
Yeah, he's
gotta
down
be
on the
downstairs.
bottom,
That's
or
where
you
he-
got to be at the top, or is he at the bottom?
Yeah,
Like, it's fucking
of course.
annoying having to guess and having to deal. There's been a few moments in the game where I've actually been lost. And just been lost, and I've been going like, there's nobody here. What am I doing here? Like, there's nobody here spawning. Like, this is the right area. And it's like, no, it's actually underneath this or some shit. Like,
right.
it's like,
There's
what the
stairs.
fuck?
You don't know about it. You have to seek it out.
It's frustrating. I don't like the layouts. So,
Yeah, I did learn today, or I think it was like yesterday when I was playing a little bit. I was like dumbfounded. I was like, I'm so dumb that I found on the computer, if you right click and hold on your mouse, you can pan the map sideways so you can see all the levels. So
Yeah,
I learned that initially in
know-
Sanctuary.
I know about that, but it's still, even with that, I wish that they just somehow change that map. Just show me a flat map, and then like let me click for level 1, level 2, level 3.
Or how
the
about
bottom,
this,
middle,
guys?
top.
How about this? You know, in that there's that city map. Let's say you're around. It's probably around. Let's say level 8. There's that city map. Kind of. That's where you first get your, like your unit. I just call it the unicycle, right? But it's like it doesn't. There's a place where you come out, and there's like a vehicle station right there. If you just walk through like the pillars on the right, like that'll kind of get you where you need to go because you can't take the vehicle. But it's like, at least let me get the vehicle, then show me, like map it out for me to where I need to go. So it doesn't. That's I wish, at least I wish it did that for you.
It's really annoying. Some of the map layout, it's really just like, what the fuck, dude. It pisses me off. That's the frustrating part. It's not. I'm not frustrated at the level design. I like the levels. What I don't like is the map design. Like in the menu, I hate reading that map. But I don't mind. I don't mind how like the level looks. I like the level.
Right.
The level looks perfectly fine. The getting around, the up and down is fine. But if you just gave me like an actual good map to look at and read and be able to read it right, that would be so much fucking help.
I think they want you to like. They don't want to hold your hand. I don't know. Who knows the reason behind it?
Fuck
but I know what
you
you're
mean
saying.
they
Like,
wanna
if you're
hold my
taking the
hand.
vehicle,
They're
you're all the
not
way across the
holding my
map.
hand. It's
No,
just-
I'm just saying, if you're across the map, then you have to keep going back into the map to go, and how the fuck do I get over here?
I've done that like plenty
Yeah.
of times, and a lot of the maps, even in that city map, there was a thing on the bottom. It was underneath the basement or something, and it was like, like this lady kept telling me, "Get down there and get this car." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this thing?" And I kept going by it, and I kept going past it, and I kept going past it, and I was like, "I'm here. How the fuck do I get there? And then I had to like read the map and I have to pull up the map. It's just annoying having to. The way you have to read the map is so fucking annoying.
I'm
hate
a little
the map in the menu.
divided. Jesus, for me, I think I'm a little divided on it because there were a few things where I'm like, okay, maybe I see what you're going with this exploration. And I did find a few, like an enemy that was, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a boss fight, but, you know, it was a pretty cool enemy that I fought, like, down below, you know, that I actually died twice to. So, I don't know. Yeah, but it is frustrating trying to navigate through some of those areas.
I suddenly picture in my mind, like, you know, in the development studio, there's probably somebody that designs the actual game map and somebody that designs the actual environment and the actual game part itself. And I wonder if the guys that actually design the game and they're like doing purpose spirals and stuff around and be like, all right, map guy, you need to make this map, you know, as like a little running joke to them, you know, make it as complicated as possible for the guy that has to design the map.
Guys, I'm trying to think of a good game that has a good waypoint system. I don't need like a big giant arrow, you know, or big bold yellow lines on the ground or anything like that, but I don't know, just something that, you know, that's getting me in the right direction of where I need to go.
GTA
It would be helpful.
fucking works. You go, you follow the line, and it takes you to where you need to go.
Yeah, or just a regular line. It doesn't have to be
Red Dead
you know,
Redemption 2, you follow the line, and it takes you where you need to go. There's no bullshit up and down crap.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating to me. Like I said, I don't mind the level design. My gripe is with the map itself. You know, that's it. If you don't know how to make a fucking map, then hire somebody that knows how to make a fucking map. Pretty sure a fucking 10-year-old could probably make a better map than what these guys designed. They make it all fucking complicated with the levels and shit. You know what I mean?
Multi-layered. Let's do it.
It looks like a topographical map. Like when you look at a map that has like the mountains and shit on it. You know what I mean? It looks like the different layers of the mountains. That's what it looks like to me. Fucking weird ass topographical.
I guess it could be like deep rock map.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. A deep rock map.
Hey, that's true. That's a good.
I hate the deep rock map too.
Of course, the deep rock map is more like last gen. You know?
The deep rock map makes sense though because you're digging and you're going down and you're mining. So I hate it, but it makes sense for the type of game that it is because you're a miner, you're digging up and down and shit.
Yeah,
Borderlands,
it's like okay, we're going down. We're headed like downward. That's where we're going.
I still hate.
No kidding.
I still hate that fucking map though. But anyways, that's my gripe. Fuck the map.
Hey,
fuck the map.
All right, guys. Hey, shifting gears here. Shifting.
You're shifting.
Anybody unlocked any shift keys? Putting any shift keys in there for your? Cool
I did actually. So I actually have
guns.
I have. There was actually a website I found that had a bunch of them listed, and I ended up getting 6 golden keys.
Nice.
And I ended up getting a few shift codes, or whatever the fuck. I don't understand the point of that. Why are you forcing people to like watch Twitter and shit for these keys?
Hey, okay. That's where those good websites come in because my kid, I sat down here today and he's a big like Reddit fan, you know. Me not so much. There's some stuff on there I disagree with, but it's like, Dad, I got like 8 keys here. Like, okay, cool. But for anybody out there that's trying to redeem keys, the one thing I found today where I put in 6 different keys and it said, yay, it worked. Everything worked out pretty good. Well, I didn't realize also that you have to go to your mail to like activate it, like in your game. I was like, I thought maybe, but I went to the Shift and .com on my browser and was like, no, you're all good to go. You're linked up and you've been linked for the last 8 years. And then I was like, what the hell did I do wrong? But then I realized, go to the mail. Yeah, I got some pretty cool guns and got a good shield. So pretty happy with that.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Those guns are useless to me unless, like, because they'll be helpful to me right now, and then I level up, and they're fucking obsolete. I don't need it anymore.
It's just another little fun thing to do.
It's not fun to put in codes, Gunny. It's not fun to put in a fucking code.
Hey, so here's a pro tip, Jesus, because we're all PC Master Race people over here. I just go to shift.com and just copy paste. Boom, right from the website.
Shift.com. Bullshit.
Activate.
Fuck that shit. All I'm saying
Easy
is, who the
peasy,
fuck?
man.
This is like some kind of like some 2007 EA fucking online passcode fucking design going on here.
No, this has been out forever. Even since, I think since Borderlands.
That's what I'm
2
saying. They should get
announced.
rid of it if it's been out forever. Get fucking
No,
little
these are
shift
good.
code.
I would have been real salty if they would have got rid of golden keys.
Fuck, so stupid, Gunny. God damn.
I
I
wouldn't have
got
missed
good
him either
weapons.
way,
I got a
honestly.
legendary. I got a cool pig head. I got like a hog head now I'm wearing.
It's more fun learning or discovering that stuff out in the wild.
Just finding it,
instead of
yeah.
like putting a key in and getting, oh look, I got a legendary. I almost expect something like that when I put a key in. When in the game, you're like,
You know
oh
what you
look,
can
a
do,
legendary
guys?
dropped. Oh sweet.
Mayo, you know what you can do. Okay, so when
What's this?
Randy, our good buddy Randy Pitchfork, he puts
Yes.
up he puts up those keys, or who it could be Gearbox or whoever. Just follow everyone on Twitter. That's what I recommend. Follow everyone, and so then some of the keys, right? They expire. Some of them they'll put up, and they'll be system specific. So it might be PS4 one, and here's a PC one. Just put them all in. Put them all in, because you know what, Mayo? You might get a PS4 eventually. You'll have those unlocked. You'll buy Borderlands 3 on there.
Gunny. No one cares a fuck. Jesus Christ.
If I would
All right,
ever
enough of
buy a PlayStation, it would be a 5. I would wait until the 5 come out at least.
Backwards compatibility, man.
But yeah, besides all that, I ended up... What else did I end up playing this week? I ended up playing... That's it. I got the Rockstar launcher, but we'll talk about that later. I ended up doing all that good stuff. But yeah. I look forward to playing some more Borderlands this week. I was going to get that Uplay Plus to play Ghost Recon. I have not done it. Maybe I'll do it this week.
I canceled mine on the 1st of October.
Do the listeners need a Ghost Recon review? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Maybe, because I'm just throwing this out there. I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen some bad reviews in
I've
the
seen
general
people hate it, and I've seen
media.
some people like it.
And I've seen people actually in the Facebook group and even Ghost Nico, I know, and Pipe Dream, they're enjoying it. So
Yeah, so
maybe we can throw it out there.
who do I believe? I don't know. So, yeah,
It's
actually,
mixed.
I've been watching lots of YouTube. Actually, it's funny, in YouTube, if you search Ghost Recon Breakpoint review, the first 15, 20 videos are all negative.
That's YouTube, right?
They're
It's
all
just,
like,
that's the way it's
this
set
game
up.
sucks, worst Ghost Recon ever, who designed
That's for
this?
any game on YouTube.
Microtransactions, left and right, microtransactions,
Oh,
6
God,
pages. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I did not like the beta, the alpha, the beta, once I played it again, the open beta. I didn't like any of it. So, I'm probably not going to like the game, guys, but I'll give it a shot. I will try it.
Yeah, I'm just curious what's different from Wildlands.
It's a jungle, not a desert.
Mm.
Ooh,
They just kind of add that division element.
One
to it,
biome, that's
so.
it. Come on.
Innovation. Anyways, go on, Gunny. Tell me what you've been playing this week, sir.
Yeah, so you know what I'll start off with? I did get a chance to play some of the Apple Arcade games this week, and I think I'm going to keep that $5 subscription.
Are you?
I think so, because yeah, I think the games are really good. Like I played, matter of fact, I didn't even write it down. It was the skating game I've been playing.
Session, right? No, it's not called Session. It's called Skate something.
Yeah, but it was really good. I was really shocked. Just how good it was. And like the controls are just really tight, like it works every time.
Skate City is what it's called. Skate City.
Yeah, that's a badass game. I like it. So probably about an hour in, and then I let my kid play, and he loved it. So yeah, I
actually played a game on there and I beat it, Gunny. It's called Mini Motorways. Have you played that?
Okay. Mini Motorways. Let me check that out. There's a lot of good games on there, I thought.
It's by I think the group who makes it, or the development team, is called the Polo Club or something like that. And I think they're the makers. Well, I know they're the makers who make that other game called Metro. Mini Metro.
Mini Metro,
then,
yeah.
If you ever played Mini Metro, it pretty much is like it's a game that you have to connect these things and like kind of like build a line, and like it's color coded and shit. So I don't know if you're into these types of games. It's kind of like a strategy game. I would say it's a strategy game. You have to manage like the lines. Like the red line is picking up the square, taking it to the circle, taking it to the triangle. And you're like mini motorways is the same thing. You have these color coded houses with cars, like a red house, and then like a big square building that opens, and that's like a red building. So you got to connect the road. You have to make a road to connect the red building to the red house. And then like after like so many days or whatever go in the game, a yellow house will appear, and like a yellow building will appear, and a purple building and a purple house, and you have to connect all these roadways and manage the traffic to get like these people from the store to the houses, I guess, or whatever. It's just like a little like strategy management game. It's kind of interesting, simple but fun.
Already downloaded, so I'll be playing that.
What I do not like is that you cannot. So these games in the Apple ecosystem and this Apple Arcade are locked down to Apple Arcade, dude. So you cannot buy Frogger in Toy Town or whatever, Toy Town Frogger, whatever the fuck it's called. You cannot buy that game alone. Like, say if I wanted to buy that game, say I'm like, I don't want Apple Arcade, but I really like this game and I want to buy it.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. You have to be subscribed to their $4.99 a month thing to be able to even play their game. Because, and you know what I noticed about that Mini Motorways game is that it's exactly like Mini Metro. So I was like, these guys kind of like, they pretty much phoned it in, because I beat Mini Motorways and there was like nothing at the end. Like, okay, you beat it. Congratulations. Like, try it again. Play more. Like, there was no reward at all for beating it. So,
hey, you get achievements.
It's like no, not even that. It's like they phoned it in. They just like we're making a mini metro, but with cars instead of trains, and we're gonna release it on Apple Arcade. And I'm pretty sure Apple paid them for the exclusivity or whatever. So I'm assuming this Polo Club developer team, they just kind of phoned it in to get paid by Apple, like get paid a check.
We need something help us out, you know.
Yes. I don't agree with that, and I think a lot of developers are going to be doing that. They're going to be making copies of their popular games on the store, making like a carbon copy of it, kind of change a little bit of things, and re-release it on Apple Arcade and get paid by Apple to be exclusive.
You know what? And I wonder too, you know, from developers, unlike them, where they have to leave that, you know, these not loot boxes or whatever they're, you know, they kind of have to leave that behind when they're thinking about making a mobile game, right? With microtransactions.
What do you mean?
So, well, I'm just saying for Apple Arcade, they don't have any of that in there, so they have to...
Yeah, but they're getting paid by Apple quite a bit of fucking money for that exclusivity.
Yes. So, I mean, that's just one aspect they have to leave out, and like, oh, we actually have to add more gameplay. You know, like, how do we do that?
Well, I was saying, Mini Motorways didn't add anything. They just phoned it in. It's literally a game that you can beat in like an hour or maybe even 30 minutes, I would say. And there's nothing there that's innovative at all from Mini Metro. I would say Mini Metro is the better game, and I paid $5 for that game, or $3 for it or something. Same with like these other games that I played on there, Gunny, like that Skate City game.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no reward for that game. It's just, you're kind of just grinding and skating. Like, I guess it's cool, but I guess I'm used to having a reward for my experience in the game. Whether it's like in a story game, the reward is I learn the outcome of the story. In a shooter, it's like I earn a rank or a gun or something, or both, like a story and a gun or something. You know what I mean? Like these games that I'm used to playing on PC, Xbox consoles, etc. They all give you something for beating them or for playing them. And these mobile games are like fucking heartless. They like have no soul. There's no soul in these games, Gunny.
Hey, you know what?
No soul.
Okay, it's just a different way to play.
It's a fucking ginger game.
Yeah, I know. It just keeps going. I know what you're saying. There is no like, you've accomplished this.
Yeah, you've done something great. You're a great adventurer. You saved the people of Frostfell.
I was playing was it Mario Kart today?
Thankful for
and
you.
yeah, I mean, at least that game, even though it has microtransactions, it's
Fuck
like you
Mario
won
Kart.
first
Fuck.
place.
Yeah,
you
at least
rock.
okay. See, there's something there, but
Yeah.
there's nothing in these Apple Arcade games. They're like never-ending fucking games. Maybe I should try like that. There's an RPG on there, isn't there? That Cat Quest, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah, and you make fun of the Apple games, and you got games like Cat Quest.
Cat Quest 2, actually, man.
Oh, the sequel.
This is a sequel to Cat Quest 1.
Because Cat Quest definitely demanded a sequel.
Yeah. So, anyways. So, anything else you played, Gunny?
Yeah, Frogger in Toy Town. I thought that was pretty cool. That was fun.
It's kind of hard, right? To me, it was kind of
Yeah,
hard.
well, I only thought the controls were hard at first because I kept tapping and tapping, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to.
Swipe.
Now I get the controls where you point and hold like the direction you want to go.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool how it's kind of like there's that's classic Frogger, but with things like pick up the bomb, blow the bomb up, and like things will explode, and you'll pick up the the person saying help me. You can get to that person, pick it up. What are these? Jelly beans they look like. So I thought that was pretty neat. So there's objectives that you're going from side to side, and I feel like it was like the screen was moving slow enough for me to learn the controls, unlike an actual classic Frogger game where it's like you got to get across that highway quickly. So and the game looked good. I thought it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's see. I don't think those are the only 2 or 3. What the golf? I think what they did was a lot different.
How so?
For example, like, you'll hold back, like you're gonna put power into the golf club, and then the golf club goes flying, right? So it's kind of like, whoa, what happened, So then now you have to get the golf club over to the flag, instead of the ball, or things like, and then the next one, I think it's funny, it's corny. The next one, because you don't know what's going to happen, right? The next one, you put power into it, and then you go flying, right? Nothing else moves except you, and you're like, you're tumbling over towards the flag, until you get yourself and hit your head into the flag, boom, there's a hole-in-one or something,
There's one that I'm having trouble with. It's actually like you get a limit of how many times you can hit the ball, and you have to get it into the hole. And it's 3 hits. I could only hit the ball 3 times, but there's a bunch of literally the map is scattered with rocks. There's a cat in the way. There's a bunch of exploding barrels. Literally every 2 feet there's an exploding barrel. So I'm assuming I have to hit so many barrels or a certain barrel to launch the ball that way and get the ball into the hole. But it's really fucking hard. I don't know how to do it. I'm having trouble with it. But there's a few other ones that I've done it, and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. One of them I had to tip the big cat over. The big cat was sitting there, and I kept losing. I was like, what's the point of this? And I was like, oh, I gotta tip the cat over.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Angry Birds thing, right? Where you have to hit it in that right spot.
It's kind of fucking stupid, to be honest.
Yeah. It's funny, though, the one that I had the trouble with today, or the most trouble, was where you start off, there's 50 balls, and you're basically powering them all at the same time, and you have to get them up and over, and then to the right again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I gotta get all the balls back together, then point that in the right direction, and hopefully get at least a set of them, at least 10 of them or so, up to the second level. Because that was frustrating. But I like the ones where, you have a bubble and you control a bubble, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the thorns on the side, or the what am I thinking of? The tacks, but you have to shoot the bubble down all the way down to where you're at as the little human guy, and then the bubble picks him up, and then bring him all the way back up, over and around without hitting any of the, the sharp stuff it'll pop the bubble and you have to start over again. So that's what I think they did differently, and I think that's cool. You know, it's not just a classic golf game or, you know, fun stuff.
It reminds me of
different.
this PC game you guys ought to check out sometime. It's a good party game. It's called Golf with Friends. It's in my
that game
account.
looks cool.
It has like this cool option. So like, say the three of us were playing together or whatever, and you can turn on random balls, and so like everybody will spawn with a different shape ball. Like there'd be an egg-shaped ball, there'd be a hockey puck, there'd be like a pyramid-shaped ball, a rectangle-shaped ball. It's like literally like a square, and you can actually turn on a mode with this low gravity. So when you hit the ball, however it kind of rolls because it's catching the edges of the shape, it'll kind of bounce, and then it'll bounce like really far. It's really off the wall, but it's a lot of fun actually, because sometimes you'll spawn and there's actually just a regular golf ball, and you're like, ha ha ha, you know, you got the regular golf ball, and the other guy that has the one that's shaped like an egg, you hit it, it kind of curves and is hard, you know, angle, almost coming back to you, like in a circle. And you're like, oh man, you know, and just trying to fight through it and stuff. It's pretty entertaining.
That's a good party game, and I like how too. Like I think I'm pretty sure in that game where I was watching a stream where you can kind of reset the ball so it's not in an odd area. You know, so it's not frustrating. I don't know, maybe there's different rules you can set up in that game.
Yeah, that's a fun little game. I played it a few times.
Yeah, I have it in the Mail Pass. I'm pretty sure I have it downloaded, Mail, but I have not touched it yet.
Yeah, check it out. You gotta go in the options to enable it, but if you start a party, yeah, you can go ahead and do that, and then you turn on the random balls, and sure enough, you'll get random shapes. It's a blast.
Sweet. Yeah, but that's all I played for the Apple Arcade. I think they did a pretty good job. So, let's see. On to the Xbox, folks. I played XCOM 2: War of the Chosen. I bought this DLC a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I talked about it last week or not, but it just adds like some story stuff to it, and pretty much every game session that I play. Like whenever I'm firing up a game, like what I'm playing on Monday, is every time I just get to the end, it's just a total team wipe for me. I'm surprised. I'm surprised the developer hasn't sent me an uninstall message, because it's like I'm doing so good. I feel like, you know, I'm a badass, and you know, I'm playing real tactical, and like I'm not jumping ahead with each character, and you know, I'm playing my corners, and you know, and getting the cover for what I need. But then I just get my clock cleaned. But it's a fun game, to say the least. I think it's procedurally generated in some ways, because it seems like every time I'm starting a new mission, it's a different map, but it's the same story. You know, they just want to keep it fresh with each map. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like for example, they gave me this. I go to this mission where I pick up a new character, and I think it's part of that War of the Chosen, and she's pretty badass. She's like a one-shot sniper, you know. So there's always like that 85% chance to kill these zombie type aliens, and she's taking them out, man. Just boom, 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 right? And I guess the thing with this DLC is like, you know, because it is new story stuff where it's not just you just get one shot. You know, you'll actually get like 3 if you don't actually want to move your character, which is cool. So you can take out more enemies. Because you know how it is, like with these turn-based games, you know, they're going to get as close as they can to you, you know, because there's going to be more of them versus more of what your team has. So especially if you're only going in there with three teammates. So, yeah, it's I'm gonna play it definitely some more tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, every time I hear XCOM 2, the mech game, I can't think of the name of it now. It pops in my head.
Mech, yeah, I have that too, and I haven't been playing it. Not Mech Warrior, is it?
No, I can't remember what. I'd have to look at my Steam account again, and it's actually in the Humble Bundle right now. Actually, you can pick it up plus the DLC. And it's a turn-based mech game like that. And it's actually a lot of fun. I like that one better because you can individualize your mechs. Like, you change your loadouts on them and stuff, and you take them into battle.
Yeah, and I know somebody in our community too, like, sent me some help videos on how to play that game, because it is like a, you know, it's got a currency system to it as well. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, I seen you some videos way back in the day when you were first starting to play it before I was on the show.
Yeah, but there's so much to it. I think it just overwhelmed me with, again, I'm just not great at those turn-based games, so I just get my butt kicked on them. And just end up restarting. So, let's see. Destiny 2, folks. I downloaded that on Steam.
Nice.
I believe I got that. I know a lot of people, this is that free-to-play version. It doesn't have Shadow Keep, but it's everything else. I imported my character from Xbox, level 20.
Oh, I thought you bought
level.
the expansion. I was about to say, oh, how's the expansion? But you doing the free-to-play or whatever?
Yeah, the free-to-play version, and I'm already almost hitting, like that ceiling where it's like, I think Shadow Keep's like 780 or something on the power level for a lot of those missions.
I don't know if you'll be able to hit it though with this.
Well, I'm 750, so I don't have much more to go.
Oh, you'd be surprised though, man.
Yeah, I know it'll take me some time since I don't get a lot of time with it.
Fucking 10 points in Destiny will take you a long fucking time, dude.
Yeah, I'm thinking another 10 hours, and I'll have to decide what I want to do.
You're gonna have to pay for it though, right? For the expansion to play it.
$34 for that Shadow Keep. So, mean, if it's, maybe I can hold off until November, and then we'll see a deal.
If I was just to buy
$20.
it, if I was to go on Steam right now and buy it, how much would it cost me? $34?
Yes, $34. I'm pretty sure that gets you everything. The base game, and I'm pretty sure like that gets you everything. I could be wrong.
And then it gives me a boost, right, to my levels, so I can just play the expansion without playing the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I think Brink talked about that too.
That's good. That's smart because it doesn't leave you behind. It doesn't force you to grind or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it automatically upgrades you when you get Shadow
That's
Keep.
cool.
Yeah, I thought I read somewhere that it kind of helps you catch up. So, like, if you missed out on Destiny before, like myself, like I've only played just a little bit of it because the guys I would run with and play with at the time, like, didn't enjoy it, so we didn't play it anymore after that. Like, if I jumped back into it, I think it's supposed to help kind of streamline up to the newest update to be a little quicker for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I've just been playing pretty much vanilla. I did buy a couple little pieces of DLC. I forgot the names of those, but those, because that was like a year and a half ago at least. Playing that on Xbox One. But it looks good. It feels good playing in 144 frames. Hertz, whatever. It's just, yeah, it feels good. Just learning the different controls, playing with mouse and keyboard, baby, all the way. So, Destiny 2. And the only other thing I played was I saw that now on the Xbox beta, I'll just call it Windows 10. So City Skylines is now on there, part of the Game Pass. So I thought I'd check that out because I do have it on Steam. Yeah, and it plays just like on the Xbox, except it feels limited with mouse and keyboard, where I feel like I have to use the WASD where I can't use the mouse, if that makes sense.
What do you mean? So what was the Steam version like?
You know how, like, for example, when you're using your mouse, and and if you push up on your mouse or move your mouse up, usually the map moves. Where no, this Xbox game does not allow you to do that. But
on the Steam version it does?
Correct.
What? So
Yeah.
That's fucking weird how they have different settings for the Steam version and the Windows 10 version. That makes no sense.
I think the reason is because you can use a controller to play this game on the Xbox PC.
Can you use a controller on Steam? There has to be a controller support.
No. You have to use mouse and keyboard on the Steam.
What?
I don't think there's any controller support
That's
for the Steam version.
fucking dumb. What the fuck?
Yeah, because it looks just like the Xbox, PlayStation 4 version. On your Windows 10, Game Pass.
But it doesn't run better than it does on Xbox?
I'd say it runs just as good. It looks just as good. I mean,
But it should be
there's-
running not just as good. It should be running better than what it does on Xbox, and it should probably be looking just maybe a little bit better than it does on the Xbox One X.
Yeah. I mean, you know, obviously I don't have that 4K monitor, but I mean, it's, you know, I'm getting the, you know, running
It just makes no sense to me how a
4460.
PC version of the game runs as good as an Xbox. It should be running better than the Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the 1070 that I have. So
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I think it
that
just
just
came
makes no
out, so-
sense to me. I don't know.
yeah, but I know that version's not for me. I'm more tailored to, you know, this whole community of mods on the Steam version itself. So I know that they do have mods. I didn't even check those out on the Xbox beta. But yeah, I just thought I'd download it, check it out, and not for me. So anyway, guys,
Okay.
that's all I played.
Yes.
What about you, Mayo?
So, Jesus stole a little bit of my thunder. I played a little bit of Borderlands 3 this week, and we kind of hit up on that already.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about just a little bit behind Jesus level wise. You know, trying to keep up since he made me feel bad last week about falling behind. So,
Yeah.
but I had a busy beginning of my week, so I only got to play on the back half of the week here. So, played a couple hours of Borderlands 3, got to level 21. I said I'm doing the mission where Jesus was talking about where you're on the swamp type area and you meet the guy with the shotguns and you're going to break the guy out of prison is pretty much where I've stopped. Got to play with Ghost Nico that night a little bit. Had a good a couple hours run with him, so that was nice. You know, getting some multiplayer. The game is so much funner when you have somebody to run around with too. Another thing though about this game, I just want to throw out there real quick was I have this 144 hertz monitor, and I'm on my graphics card. I'm only capable of getting about 70 to 75 FPS on the settings I'm running. So it dawned on me that, like, why am I playing on my 16:9 where I can play on my ultra wide? Because it's 75 hertz, so it'll support the 75 FPS to be like a perfect match. And so I went ahead and have it changed over to my ultra wide monitor, and man, it looks really good in ultra wide. Like, it just seems so much more immersive playing through the game, and it kind of really made me enjoy it almost a little bit more than I was. Like, just having that extra view on the sides and stuff was a really nice addition, and I'm glad to see like the support for the 21:9 because it wasn't as common, you know, like a year and a half ago. But as more games are coming out now, it's pretty much becoming more of a norm that they have 21:9 support, because sometimes the HUD would be like in really bad places. They wouldn't be on the corner of the screen. It would be like 6 inches in, so like your HUD would get in your way sometimes and stuff like that. So it's like where it would be at on a 16:9, but they give you the 21:9 resolution. So, and for you that don't know what that is, it's actually just a wider widescreen. So it's, you know, it's almost probably a couple inches on each side wider than a normal 16:9 monitor. But enough Borderlands talk. We've been talking about Borderlands tonight, so. Jesus, another game I did kind of play just out of random. I picked up Beat Saber in VR again, and there was an update. I'm not sure how long ago this update came out, but they added like some new playlists, and this is the unmodded version. I took my mod off, and they had an unmodded version, and they added a couple. I think they added 6 new songs to play, and then they added the ability to change the colors of the lightsabers and the platform that you're standing on. So it's pretty much everything that's in the modding I had before.
I should check it out.
The supported version. I'm assuming the PlayStation version is going to be the same. So I played one of the songs the other day, and instead of having the blue and the red sabers, I had green and blue, and then the environment was kind of green and stuff and like that. So, and then there's another one that I think it was purple and red as the color schemes you could have. And so, and it just made you think a little bit more. Like, I got so ingrained in my mind which side's red, which side's blue, you know, as you're playing, like what hand's what. when it changes that one color, it kind of threw me off at first. Kind of like I would notice myself like having to think every once in a while on the quick response stuff. I'm like, oh crap, it's the wrong side. Or when it flips it on you, when you come right, they get right in front of you, and the two cubes flip over top of each other, and then I have to like try to respond to that real quick, and sometimes that actually throws me off. But I was enjoying it quite a bit. I probably played Beat Saber for probably like an hour and a half that day. Got all sweaty and got my exercise in, I guess you would call it. Yeah.
It's hot. It gets you sweating, dude. Like, people think, oh, fucking out of shape, motherfuckers. Like, no, dude. Like, honestly, like, that shit will make you sweat. You will fucking feel like your heart rate fucking racing and sweating. You're like, holy fuck. Like, I gotta work out, swinging my fucking arms and shit around.
And if you're not, you're playing too slow. You got
you're
both
doing the
difficulty
baby
up a little
fucking
bit.
mode. You gotta get that shit. Get on expert, man. Get on my level. That shit's fucking hard as fuck. When like, it's so ridiculous. You're probably pretty far in the campaign now, aren't you?
Oh, well, I haven't really done much more of the campaign. I've been doing a lot of solo stuff and trying to beat my own scores.
Okay.
I stopped at the campaign where you have to limit your arm movement. That one just kills me. Like, it's such a pain in the butt. Like, they're like, oh, you can only go this many meters, and I get like halfway through the song and I've already reached that limit, and I'm like, really? And I'm even feeling like I'm standing very still. I'm only using my wrist, minimal movements, and I'm not even close. I'm like,
you know what they
there's
do?
got to be a better way.
When they do that is they tell you to use your wrist, so you get used to using your wrist. And and since you've been dying and restarting over and over, by the time you finish that song, you're so used to using your wrist to like flick the fucking sabers around. The next one will be you need to reach so much meters. Like, it's gonna like
the
extend.
maximum.
Yeah, like 900 meters or something like that. So like
And
it
I
goes
beat
from
one
like
or two
using
of
your
those.
wrist to using your arms. It fucking sucks. It's the worst. Fucking worst.
So as I was in VR world and I was kind of hot and sweaty, like I said, like your face gets so warm because the headset puts out some heat, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I want to find something else to play. We'll take a little break for a little while, and I went the complete opposite direction. I forgot how fun this game is, so I ended up launching Super Hot VR. And that game, like, I spent some more time in it than I did last time, and it is so fun. Like, that game is also a workout, I'm telling you, because unlike the regular version, the VR version tracks all your movement, and so as soon as you move, the characters that are coming at you are moving. And if you don't know about the game, there's basically people come at you. They can either try to punch you or they're going to shoot at you. And there's different kind of guns. There's like a pistol, there's a shotgun, and there's like an Uzi. So if you don't move, you kind of stand there and you can turn your head, and that doesn't count as movement for you. So you can look around, you can see, okay, there's a guy to my left, there's a guy to my right, there's a guy up on this ledge, and he's got a shotgun. Okay, I need to take him out first because the shotgun bullets are really, really hard to dodge. Like, it shoots like 10 bullets at you, so it's like, okay, there's a gun laying on a table in front of you, so when you go to reach to pick up that gun, those characters are moving, so you can slowly do it. So it's like moving in slow motion. So I went from moving fast-paced in Beat Saber to slow motion, dedicated movements, like a sloth almost kind of like thing. And it has to look ridiculous
Cheat
too
mode.
Because that game, when it fires at you, you see the bullet and it's like frozen in air as long as you're not moving.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it and you're like, okay, how do I need to move to
dodge this fucking bullet?
Dodge it. So I'm like slowly like twisting and moving toward the ground in slow motion, watching this bullet come at me to make sure I'm dodging it, and then I'm coming back up and then I'm fired. I have to look ridiculous. I'll probably look like a slow motion dancer or something.
Do you look like Mr. Roboto?
Probably. Like,
Right?
He looks like he's probably trying to reenact the fucking Matrix or something. Fucking
yeah, that's what it's like. It's like when you see the bullets coming at you, I'm like bending backwards. Ooh,
And the wife walks in, you're twisted up like a pretzel,
Yeah. She's like,
upside
what the fuck
down.
are you doing? Walking.
You doing
walking
yoga?
by. Fucking Mayo.
It's called power yoga.
But it was a lot of fun. I bet I probably cleared like 9 or 10 levels, and
Yeah, that's
then
good.
actually, you're in like a little room and that gives you disc, and once you beat the levels, you kind of warp back to your little room, and there'd be like the one monitor's broke, and there'd be like an old style floppy disk laying on the table, and you have to put that in this computer, and it tells you to put the VR headset on. So there's this, you already have the VR on, but in the game there's a VR headset hanging above you, so you grab it and you pull it on your head, and that's how the mission starts, to put you in the thing. And then every time you fail, you have to start back at the beginning of that mission. So like you have to beat like say 6 different sequences. So like you'll start off, and the first one is always real simple. It'd be a guy standing right in front of you, and he may be pointing a gun at you point blank, and you can just kind of reach up and grab the gun before he fires and take it out of his hand and just shoot him. That's always pretty easy. But then after that, the next couple, it has like, you'll have throwing stars laying around, or you'll have like objects laying around, like there'd be some like what looks like a glass bottle or like a plate or something like that, and you can pick those up and deflect bullets. So if you know you have a bullet coming at you, you can grab that plate, hold that plate up, if you can catch it in time, block that bullet, and then counterattack. So, but good times. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. That slow movement that it requires, so
Makes you want a Mad Max VR game.
Yeah. I did happen to run across, I was kind of looking through the store. I messaged Gibbs. I found a Pinball FX2 VR game in the Oculus store. I didn't purchase it yet, but it basically puts you in a room and you're playing a pinball machine. And there's like, if it's a water one, and there's like sharks swimming around you. I think he said it's on the PlayStation also. Yeah,
it's on the PlayStation as well. And what I don't like about it is that it's Pinball FX2. It's like, why didn't they do Pinball FX3? What the fuck? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Licensing
I just assumed
issues, I'll bet.
An old title. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Pinball FX3 has been out for years now. Years and years and years now. So I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I bet it was a licensing nightmare.
The one game that I need you to try, Mayo, is Skyrim.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, just try Skyrim. There's nothing like it out there. Honestly, it's the biggest, most immersive thing in VR would be Skyrim. Because there's nothing like it.
The Dawn game was pretty immersive too.
You're in a whole world, man. You're in Skyrim. You're in the Skyrim world. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain.
I had to imagine seeing the dragons in Skyrim are pretty cool.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty big. I mean, it's kind of just cool just walking around. Like, it makes you... It puts you in a different perspective. Like, when you're playing Skyrim normal mode on a TV screen or like something like a monitor or whatever the fuck, on a screen, you don't give a fuck about killing chickens or punching whatever, like a horse or whatever. Like, you don't care about like certain things, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, I'm gonna rob this fucking house. But when you're like in there in a VR, it's a different perspective. Like, you feel like you're part of this world, like you're in it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't want to fucking kill the chickens and shit. You're like, I'm a part of this world.
You're like, nice little chicken.
I'm
you
one
want to
of
feed
them.
it now? No.
I'm one of you people. It's kind of, it is weird. It does change your perspective, though. It does for me, at least. I don't know. It feels like I'm in it. Like, I'm a part of this fucking environment. It's all around me. I'm in it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in their world. Like, I'm visiting.
You're immersed.
I almost treat it like I'm visiting their planet or something. Like, I'm just there as a visitor. Like, I'm just here to be the Dragonborn for a bit, guys. Like, I'm just here to slay dragons and shit.
You're the king.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that.
You don't mind me.
It's kind of weird. Don't mind me. I'm just here to fucking slay dragons and shit and do cool quests. Like, I wonder how crazy it'll be to join like the Dark Brotherhood in VR.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
It'd be crazy. It'd be a
that
crazy
would be
quest.
Cool.
And just some of the crazy stuff that I remember from Skyrim, some of the hidden areas that I found, and the hidden, like, the underground city and shit like that I found. All that stuff. I wonder how it'll be experiencing all that in VR. Because I remember one time I found that Dwarven ruins or whatever. That city, like the whole city that's underground.
You want to carry everything out, but you can't.
Yeah, because everything's made out of gold, so you want to carry everything out, but you can't. You're right. So I remember that city because 10 million pounds. I remember that specifically because I remember in the first playthrough that I played of Skyrim, I got into that city by accident. I wasn't even trying to like do that quest. I was just fucking around the mountains, and I found this door. I went to the door, and I'm in this fucking city, and I'm like, holy shit. And I remember, like, I legit spent, like, 5 hours going through that fucking place. Like, just fucking immersed. You know what I mean? Now imagine that in VR. Like, going through that in VR would be like, holy shit, this is incredible.
You know, I was just thinking,
Yeah.
just a sidetrack here, guys. Because I still have my strategy guide here. Going from, is it White Guard? What's the name of that first town you go to?
White Run? River Run?
White Run.
River Run or White Run?
Something
White
like
Run or
that,
River
right? So
Run?
you go in there, and I mean, this is hours later, and I ended up buying the expansion. I was so excited, and I built the 2 houses, but the one house was not too far from there, and I think I just got tired of like trying to transfer things, so I just put like everything that I wanted to take out of there, you know, from the room that you rent, and I literally walked all the way to my house, and I had like, I don't know, some creature just attacking me the whole time. It was hilarious, right? I'm moving it like you know, just like slow motion, you know, because I weigh,
Yeah.
you know, 700 pounds.
No,
It
man,
was-
that,
it was
that game
good
is
times.
really immersive. And actually, I want to go back and try Borderlands 2 because I know the DLC just got added to it for free. So there's that. Cool
I
stuff.
don't know if I have an option for Borderlands 2 VR on the PC. I've never looked.
I think it's coming soon to the Oculus. I think it was exclusive to the PSVR for a year. That a year exclusivity, and I think this December that exclusivity runs out. So I think next January it comes to the Oculus store and to the Steam VR store,
Or is it going to be an Epic exclusive?
Ooh, yeah.
like everything else. When in doubt.
Yeah, I mean, they've already done Borderlands 3 as an exclusive, so maybe they'll lock it up. And they have locked up a VR title before in Tetris Effect. You know, you got to
Yeah,
have Steam
that's
VR, which is funny, or it gives you the option to launch it with Oculus or Steam VR, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's the only VR titles that I've played. And then I played one other game just because I had like a couple minutes to kill. Not much time at all. And I'm like, just going to sit and vegetate and do nothing pretty much. And that's what this game is. This game is like doing nothing. So but it's the greatest game ever because it's called My Name is Mayo. So
Wow.
I've had this
You
game
played
in
your
my
own
library
game?
before. Yes, I played my own game. And I have no ties to this game, just for you that are wondering. So, but I just found it funny that it was years after I had my gamer tag Mayo that this game came out. My Name is Mayo, and it became like my backdrop for my Steam account and all that fun stuff. But this game is a very simple clicking game. So there's a jar of mayonnaise on the center of my screen, and you just mouse over it and you click on it, I think 50 times, and it gives you an achievement. It's like bing, achievement. And when you can pause it and you can go to your achievement, and it'll say, you know, the next achievement's click on it 100 times. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So click,
Mayo
click,
clicker.
you know. So I get to 100, and another achievement pops. So this achievement is like a story achievement. So if you click on that achievement and then you go back to the game and start clicking, it'll actually branch off and give you a different story and give you a new set of achievements. So basically, like the first one is like, talks about this mayo jar being in a bikini. So when you activate this achievement, the mayo jar has a bikini on it. It's like a red polka dot bikini, and you click on it like 50 times again, and then sometimes it'd be like, sometimes I'm feeling feisty, and I get my leopard
Mayo?
bikini out, and then the
Mayo?
game has a leopard print bikini. Yes.
I'm picturing you in a red bikini right now, polka dot.
Well, that's because I'm wearing one right now.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
This gets more
But yeah,
bizarre.
So you change out your red bikini for a leopard print bikini, right? And so I
Oh.
keep clicking, and then it's like the next achievement pops up, and it's like, sometimes I'm feeling really frisky, and it just shows like pictures of Cool Whip with a cherry on it. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna leave this one go and come back to it later. So I'm just gonna keep playing around, you know. So I picked a different one. So I went back to one of my other achievements I unlocked, and it tells you a story about this mayo jar when it was a kid. And it starts, you click on it, next thing you know, it's like, when I was just a regular jar of mayo, I wasn't anything fancy. And it changed the label on the jar of mayonnaise. It said like regular mayo, not fancy mayo. And as it kept going, it was like I had dreams of becoming a guitar player, and then it had a guitar in its hand. And later on, it was like in my teenage years, something, and have a guitar with like longer hair and stuff. And it was just kind of funny. So like as you would get more achievements, you could click and it would take you on a different story or continue on one that you was on, and that's all you do is click. So I got to like 1,500 clicks because it keeps track of your total clicks for your career. And then I stopped.
I thought you were going to be
"All right,
like
I'm done."
this. Now you're wearing leather and it's got chains and whips, but
Oh, it might get that far. Like I said, you have to play it on my account and let me know, Gunny.
Yeah, it sounds super fun. Going from regular Mayo to awesome Mayo.
Fancy Mayo or
Game of the Year.
Or bikini wearing Mayo. I mean, that's where the screenshot right there. I mean,
that's explicit.
but yeah, but I did check it out. I did give it a little bit of time. Before I just picked it up because I had to buy it. I think it was $1 on Steam, so it wasn't a big hit financially.
I must play and review the Mayo game.
Yes, you should play it and give us a review next week. I expect at least 50,000 clicks out of you, Gunny.
I'll whip something up. Yeah,
But
Mayo talk. Love it.
yeah, but that is it for me. That's pretty much all I've been playing this week.
All right. Wow. That sounds good. Nothing else, fellas? Nothing else? Anything you guys played?
Nah, not right. Not at this moment. Played some Game Pass games. I'll talk about them next week.
Well, yeah, I think the Mayo's going to have to take off here because he needs to go
He's
do
got to
stuff.
whip some Mayo up. Get little Mayo.
Talking about all this whipped cream and cherry mayo makes me want to have to leave and go do some things. I actually have some stuff I have to go get done here quick before the night ends, and so unfortunately I have to leave for the night. But I will catch all you guys next week, and look forward to listening to the rest of this show tomorrow at work. So
Yeah.
I did see a community question in there for me from, I think it was Brian. I have to scroll down and look here real quick here. But I put my answer in there. I actually typed it in the show notes, guys. So, Gunny, you can just throw my
Good
answer
deal.
in there if you would like.
Right. Oh my. He typed it in.
Yeah, see, I was trying to be prepared.
I was going to answer for you, but all right.
We're going to answer it for him anyways. Fuck your answer.
No, fine. Well, I'm looking forward to what my answer will be tomorrow.
Alrighty. Alright, man. Well, peace out, man.
All right.
It was fun having
Peace
you. Bye,
out,
man.
All right,
Bye.
peace out, guys. I will catch you all again next week, and hopefully the audio quality is a little better this week. Hopefully it's a lot better this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not so bassy and hard to hear this week. I
No,
know
you're
we've
really
been struggling
bassy.
with it.
Bass. Mayo pace.
Yeah.
Mayo sounds like this.
Yeah, you know.
To NPR.
Now, welcome to NPR.
All right, Mayo, you have a good night.
All right, guys.
Bye.
All right, you guys too. All right, goodbye.
The show must go on, though. We continue.
That's right. So, Gunny, you know what time it is?
Community question time.
No, Gunny.
News time?
No.
Is
It's
it
news time! Today, in the news of video games, we got some news for you fellas out there and girls listening. Here, guys, we got some news. Breaking news. Breaking news, Gunny.
Break it, baby. What do we got? We don't have much here. I was looking up news today and couldn't come up with much stuff.
So I say Red Dead Redemption 2 is now coming to the PC, Gunny. Breaking news.
Finally.
Oh my.
Finally, it comes to Steam.
Yeah.
No, not Steam. But it does
so,
PC.
Yeah, it's coming to the PC. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 was announced yesterday by Rockstar. You know, they came out and said, hey, we're glad to announce that Red Dead Redemption 2 will release on PC and November 5th. So, there you go. That was actually pretty quiet. They kept it pretty quiet, and so now they've announced the release date. Game can be pre-ordered on October 9th. So you can go and pre-order it, Gunny. October 9th.
All right. Sweet.
You're going to pre-order?
No, I already played it on Xbox. No, I haven't even finished it on Xbox.
Pre-order it
So
again. Pre-order it. Pre-order. I need people to play with me.
Play it in higher frame rates. I got it. I understand.
I'm being serious. I'm going to play this game again this year.
Hey, we had an
I'm
argument,
doing
guys,
it.
just outside of this past week, and Jesus like, Game of the Year. I'm like, disqualified. Didn't come out this year.
Nope, it's coming out this year once again. It's coming out to the PC. It's going to be a different experience on the PC, I think. So I think it qualifies again to be in the Game of the Year discussions.
So what you're
I'm
saying
saying
is, HGP, make up your own rules. This is how you roll, right?
Yep.
You're calling it right now.
Mayo won't be playing it for the first time this year, so it has to be part of the motherfucking discussions, Gunny.
All right. Oh,
Has
that's
to be.
right. New crew. Yeah.
Anyways, Rockstar did announce that it's be able for pre-order on October 9th, as well as if you pre-order on the Rockstar launcher, if you pre-order through them, you're going to be able to get a free upgrade to the exclusive edition, the special edition, whatever the fuck it's called, deluxe edition. And there's the super deluxe edition, which is like another edition of the game, which is like really, really, really super. That one, you don't get a free upgrade to that. I think you get a free upgrade to that if you buy just the regular deluxe edition. So you understand what I'm saying?
No. Put it in
What the
layman's
fuck?
terms.
God, pay attention, Gunny, you motherfucker. Stop typing. So you go to the store, you buy the regular edition of the game, $60. They're going to upgrade you for free to the $80 version of the game.
Okay.
If you go and you buy the $80 version of the game, they're going to upgrade you for free to the $100 version of the game.
Now I understand.
Oh, now you understand, motherfucker, you. Yeah, anyways, that's what Rockstar said. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to buy it again for sure. I'm probably going to be playing it again.
And I believe also, without looking at any details, but part of the Stadia Facebook group that I've been saying, that is coming day one
No, it's
to
not.
Stadia. No, I thought I
it's
saw
not.
that.
No, from everything I'm reading, there's no way it's coming to Stadia on day one.
Oh, okay. I just saw like somebody put up a post saying, "Yeah, it's coming day one," but I was
so
like,
it says
oh, okay.
here. So I'm
I just
looking at
believed
the Rockstar's webpage here. They're talking about November 5th. You can start pre-ordering the game October 9th. You get a number of bonuses for doing so on the new Rockstar launcher, including cash bonuses for the main story and gold bars for the Red Dead Online. It says here Red Dead Redemption 2 will also be available for pre-order on other storefronts, including the Epic Game Store. And those pre-orders start on October 23rd. It says for those who want to buy it on Steam, you're going to have to wait. It doesn't come to Steam until December. So, there you go. I mean, that's kind of interesting that they didn't get it as an exclusive for that long, but they still got an exclusive on it.
Yeah, I wonder why Steam is not just like. Maybe they did reach out to him. Hey, how about 27%? And Rockstar's probably like, no. How about 26%? Profits.
So pretty much, Rockstar confirmed that the game will have enhanced graphics as well as enhanced modes, etc. Like it's gonna run better. That's obviously what they're saying. So yeah, pretty much that.
Great. Look forward to more details.
I look forward to
Time
playing
gets
it.
closer.
Playing it at 60 frames a second. Howdy, partner. Yeah. Oh man, I look so forward to it. I want to stream the whole campaign. Why not?
Should do it.
Why not? Do it, Jesus. Anyways, moving on to some more news here. Some more Rockstar game news. It says here that Bully 2 was actually in development for 18 months. And recently the game just kind of stopped being developed.
Hmm.
Yeah. They said the game was even playable. You could even play it. Bully 2, you could play it. But, yeah, it's not coming. It's done. They didn't want to make it.
Why do you think that is? It doesn't really say much.
No, doesn't say much. Doesn't say why they wanted. They stopped it. It just kind of. They said it kind of just died off. Like. Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's an audience for this game. I see, people talk about it every so often.
It was a fun game. It was a fun little type of fucking forget the title. Little kid game, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, it wasn't a little. I don't know if it was a little kid game, but it was definitely like a rated T for teen. But anyways, that's enough Bully 2 talk. Anyways, move on to some more news. Gunny, you can now get a free PlayStation 4 bundle or PlayStation VR with this deal, Gunny. That's right.
I want free PSVR.
You get a free PS4 console, right? So if you're look out for an upgrade on your mobile phone and are interested in getting a big bang for your buck, Gunny, then this is the deal from EE. Right now, the mobile behemoth is offering a Sony Xperia 10 phone and a 10 gigabyte data plan, and they are throwing in a free PlayStation 4 bundle or PSVR. So you choose.
Oh, I actually need a new phone. I'm actually going to go tomorrow, upgrade my phone.
I'm pretty sure this is in Europe, Gunny.
Yeah, I'm looking at the...
EE.
I see euros and not dollar signs, damn it.
Yeah, this is EE. So I don't know. It must be like some kind of mobile company in Europe somewhere. Yeah, because this is in euros. It says for 34 euros a month, and you don't have to pay for nothing for the console. So the console is free, and so is the PSVR. So you can choose. You can either get a free PlayStation 4 or a free PSVR. But you have to buy the Sony Xperia 10 phone, and you have to get the 10 gigabyte data plan on it monthly. That's 34 euros a month.
So you have to sign up for a year, I would think, to get that.
Or probably 2 years or whatever. It says here that the free PS4 bundle is a 500 gig console. It comes with an extra DualShock 4, 12 months of PlayStation Plus. So, that's not bad. I mean, it comes with an extra controller and 12 months of PS Plus.
Yeah.
It says here the PSVR pack. So, it's pretty much a PSVR starter bundle. So, you get a camera, a download code for PSVR Worlds, and that's it. So, I mean, I guess if you already have a PS4, you get the VR, and if you don't have a PS4, you get the PS4.
Yeah, that's a good deal, man.
So there you go. This Xperia 10, that's the newest phone from Sony, is a 64 gigabyte phone with a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, Gunny, a 13 megapixel camera, and a 5 megapixel front camera. And it says it's a 6-inch full HD screen with a 2870 mAh battery. What's that, mAh?
I've seen that on the back of there.
Milliamps per hour?
Hey, that sounds good.
Sounds official, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It says here that so pretty much, yeah, it's just it's the Sony phone, man, the new Xperia phone.
I'm sure our friends across the pond will probably correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys are interested in Europe. I know we have some listeners in Europe that like, maybe they like Sony, maybe they like their products, maybe they're looking to get a PlayStation, maybe they're looking to get a new phone, and maybe they're like, fuck it, I don't have a PlayStation, or maybe I want a VR. I want to play all these VR games Jesus talks about. You go get yourself a free VR. At EE. What the fuck does EE stand for?
Electronic something?
Electronic Mobile. Electronic Exporter.
Well, just head on down to your EE store, huh?
EE UK. Right. What does that stand for? EE Limited. EE is a British mobile operator network. EE. What the fuck does... There's nothing explaining what the EE stands for, Gunny.
That's just the name of the store or the company?
It stands for... it says formerly it used to be called Everything Everywhere.
Huh.
So stupid. And it says they renamed the company after so many years or whatever. They renamed it to EE.
So we don't have everything now. All right.
So they're not everything and they're not everywhere no more.
But they have phones. Good
Yeah.
services.
Anyway, some more news here. What is this, Gunny?
I don't know. I just threw it up there. This is called Crapshoot. The New Testament. It's a Bible-themed game with a gory setting.
I don't know.
It says,
read this.
I don't know. It just talks about just gory settings in games that are
So it says
terrible.
that okay, so The New Testament isn't a comedy. This is a genuine, serious Bible-themed game with a gore setting in the options menu. And that gore setting is set to default extreme. It says here it's a game whose characters, including your own, are randomly generated and can be up to 11 feet tall with quiffs. It says it's a game with AI so bloodthirsty the very first scene features John the Baptist getting into a punch-up mid-baptism while Jesus calmly looks on from the banks.
It also says here, it's a game where you can opt to play an integral part in the Gospels as an effeminate disciple called Lucifer. Believe it or not, it makes the game silly. It makes the game any sillier at all. It's a Bible game that quotes Obi-Wan Kenobi and has Jesus Christ tell you, the Force is strong with you. Just a silly game on Steam.
I don't get this game. I mean, so they made a Bible-themed game with legit Bible themes, but they made it like really gory and they have stupid things going on in it. Is that what it is?
No, I think it just has like some gory things, and I mean, that's just from the article I'm reading.
Well, I'm looking at this thing here, and this dude got his legs chopped off and he's crawling around. The graphics are really crude. They're not high-end graphics at all. It seems like a game made by like 10-year-olds. I'm not even kidding. That's what it seems like to me. I don't even know why we're talking about this. Why are we talking about this, Gunny?
I don't know. I just thought it was like something that was just in the news. It was offensive and...
No, fuck that. We're not talking about that. We don't care about that stupid-ass game, Gunny. Fuck that game. Rick Fox, Gunny, is now suing the Echo Fox partners over multiple allegations of fraud. The lawsuit says Fox and his fellow defendants suffered at least $10 million in damages. Echo Fox, the co-founder, Rick Fox, has filed a lawsuit against his business partners in the organization, alleging the defendants, including Amit Raizada, the investor, whose use of a racial slur sparked the dispute, and Fox's Vision Ventures partner, Stratton Sklavos, engaged repeatedly in fraudulent behavior aimed at enriching themselves to the detriment of the company. It says here, Raisada and Sklavos strongly deny the allegations, saying that the filing is an attempt to deflect blame for Echo Fox's failures ahead of the efforts to remove him. The suit claims that the defendants duped Fox into a purported friendship which eventually led them to go into business together, that resulted in the creation of private equity firm Vision Venture Partners and the esports organization Echo Fox. It took time to peel away the layers of lies and deception, but Fox eventually realized that he had gotten into business with two very bad guys, Raizada and Sklavos, the lawsuit says. As it is now evident, Raizada began manipulating numbers behind the scenes to his benefit, while Fox engaged publicly as the face of esports, spreading the gospel of esports on panels, while Sklavos and Raizada were running the business. Raizada's fraudulent activity, including self-dealing, where he and Sklavos put Echo Fox into a tailspin by controlling the company's debt, and in another example, Sklavos and Raizada changed the company's cash waterfall by altering the partnership agreement to reduce proceeds to certain investors and position Raizada and Sklavos with options for personal gain by removing the general partner. So this just comes a week after ESPN reported that Echo Fox's owners were taking steps to remove Rick Fox from the organization after filing a restraining order against him, who was denied in August.
Yikes.
Raizada's attorney told Kotaku that Fox's lawsuit is a transparent attempt to divert attention from the train wreck left behind at Echo Fox, and that the filing itself is littered with categorically false allegations. If Rick Fox wants to blame someone for Echo Fox's failures, he should start by looking in the mirror, is what the lawyer said.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So this is pretty much a allegation. So this is a lawsuit by Rick Fox, who used to be the founder, I guess a partner in the firm that founded Echo Fox's, which is an esports team. And apparently they're going into debt, or they're tail spinning or whatever. But now the other two people are pushing Rick Fox out of the partnership. And Rick Fox is like, fuck you guys, I'm suing you. That's pretty much the big deal there.
That's some hefty allegations.
Yeah. Says here the lengthy filing elaborates on Fox's accusation of threats and the use of racial slurs by co-owner Amit Raizada, which sparked a dispute earlier this year. The dispute ultimately led to an investigation by Riot Games, and after it was concluded, a demand that Echo Fox part ways with Raizada. When Raizada refused to step down, Riot ordered that Echo Fox's LCS slot be sold, which deepened the division between Fox and his partners. Despite the advice of investment bankers and shareholders, Fox rejected an offer of $30.5 million for the slot from Evil Geniuses. And then it ended up going to Evil Geniuses anyways for a reported $33 million. So this is pretty much a
I would
bunch
not want to
of...
be any part of that mess.
So it sounds like a big mess over there with those people who are just suing each other and fucking each other over. It sounds like a bunch of people that were in on it together that were all making money, and then
Yeah.
one of them started screwing the other one over because they wanted more money, and everyone's fucking pissed off and suing each other now.
It's ugly money right there, man.
Yeah. Esports, dirty blood money. Speaking of blood money, you can spend your money here, Gunny. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will now come with 6 months of Spotify Premium. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Says here, Microsoft has now started a special promotion for new subscribers to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So, if you don't know what Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is, this is an all-in-one service that combines both the Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass for both the console and the PC, all into one simple fee, $15 a month. Says here, right now, if you sign up, you will get 6 months of Spotify Premium, ad-free music streaming as a complimentary bonus along with the subscription. So, that's actually pretty fucking cool. If you haven't signed up for this, people, which I'm assuming a lot of you already have, but if you're still holding out and you're looking for a good deal, this might be it. You might want this.
Yeah, matter of fact, it's saying here, especially for those that already have a year or two into it, where it says it normally costs that $14.99. Hey, but if you can get a code or something from CD Keys or wherever, where you just pay $1 or the $2 for 2 months, just to kind of add to it, then you'll get that 6 months of free Spotify, right? I would think that's what it says here for Microsoft.
Yeah, if you've never signed up for it before, though. So you got to make sure there's that caveat there. You got to make sure you've never signed up for it.
I need that workaround, man. Somebody help me with the workaround.
Let's go here and move on here to some other news here. Apparently the next Batman game will not feature Kevin Conroy. There you go, Gunny. He's the one.
No Kevin?
He's the one that did all the Batmans for the previous games. He will not be doing the voice for the next Batman game.
That sucks.
Also, more news. If you were wondering, Gunny, about Death Stranding, and if I had any news for you, well, guess what?
I need some news. I was looking for some Death Stranding news.
I got some Death Stranding news for you, Gunny. Hideo Kojima has now confirmed that some of the Death Stranding NPCs will play a role in characters' deaths. That's right. That's right. Says here, during the stream, Kojima mentioned a character who he described to be an old man living deep underground. One of the missions tied to this character is to deliver him medicine. This is a mission that can be repeatedly done since the character is in constant need of medicine and other items. And in exchange for these goods, Gunny, the character will discuss stories from the past. As the main campaign progresses and the world of Death Stranding expands, players will continue to move further and further away from the old man. They may remember him and go back, thus improving the connection between the player and him. And other players may forget to bring him medicine, which, Gunny, will eventually result in the old man's death. Kojima closes this segment, hoping that the significance of the connections of people in the game is revealed through that detail. What do you think about this, Gunny? So you think like you're gonna meet this old man? He's gonna give you a story. He's gonna be like the first mission you do in the game, and then, you know, they may tell you like, hey, you need to bring this guy medicine every week because he's sick and he needs the medicine, Gunny. But what if like one of the missions 10, 20, 40, 30, 50, 60 hours later into the game, you're across the country and you've been walking for lots of days and you forget to bring him the medicine, Gunny.
Yeah. I wonder,
He's
like,
gonna
are we going to
die.
have different stories about that guy?
He's
I
gonna
would
die,
think we
Gunny.
would.
He's gonna die for you. Yeah.
Because if you stay closer, then you're going to have a lot more story and dialogue.
Yeah,
with
because he's
that
going
guy,
to tell
where
you the
wouldn't.
history of the world. He's going to tell you the history because he's old. He's been through it all. He knows what happened. He knows what's the past of Death Stranding. He's going to tell you why things are this way and how it used to be back in his day.
See, you'll have to keep fast traveling back there to
Well, there is no fast travel
keep
in Death
that
Stranding.
story alive.
No fast travel in Death Stranding, Gunny.
What? There isn't?
Mm-mm.
What? I can't go from like base to base?
No.
That's... Damn.
That's the point of the game. You're the guy that walks everywhere to take things to people.
This is going to be, like I said, this is going to be that game that's not going to make sense to you at first.
I'm going to be playing Death Stranding and Red Dead in November. It's going to be two fucking slow-ass games that I'll be playing. But I'll be playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget fucking Death Stranding coming out to PlayStation, right? Exclusive. Fuck. But yeah, that's all I have, guys. So, I mean, get ready, people. We got BBs, Bridge Babies, Steel Mothers, Die Hard Man. Best character name ever is Die Hard Man.
And
That's my
BB's.
name. I am Die Hard Man. Oh, shit. Anyways, that's all I have for news. I mean, besides that, what else? Oh, rumor has it now, Gunny, that Facebook will end support for PlayStation pretty soon. So you know how on your PlayStation you can link your PlayStation account to your Twitter and to your Facebook to like share photos or whatever that you take screenshots of?
Yeah, and I probably did link those.
I've done it once probably. But yeah,
It's just an easier way for you to add friends. Like, hey, you guess who else is on Facebook? Here, add that person easily.
that support is ending pretty soon, they said. It's a deal that Facebook pinned with Sony back in the day for the launch of the PS4, and apparently the deal is done. When the contract is signed, is over. So it's like, fuck you, we're not going to put our support for you anymore.
That's weird. That's a weird thing, because, I mean, it's not like, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
that's
Twitter does it with everything. Xbox does it with everything. Yeah.
And I got some more news, Gunny, here. Some more news. Call of Duty. So here's some updates for you, Gunny. It says here that, so the normal maps are going to be as follows. What is going to be called Naya Palace. There's going to be Cave at Night, Dead Zone, Euphrates Bridge, Hackney Yard at Night, Piccadilly, Petrograd, Gunrunner at Night, Spear at Night. So the gunfight maps, these are the 2 versus 2 maps. They're going to be called The Hill, King at Night, Docks, Pine, Showers, the Gulag. So that's the same thing. Speedball, Stack. And then for Ground Wars, you're going to have that one we played in the beta, that Kars River Quarry. Then another one's going to be called Downtown Donetsk and Farms. So it says here that, 3 Ground War maps, 7 gunfight maps, 10 normal maps at launch for
Sweet.
everyone on all platforms.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good maps, man.
You excited? I'm excited for Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to pre-order it or get it on day one. If anything, and like that's the other thing too, where I'm like, should I get it on PlayStation because you are, and I'm sure Nipron's going to get it there.
No, I'm getting it on PC actually, Gunny.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Because the exclusivity we were talking about a few weeks ago, it's not exclusive. Like Spec Ops isn't exclusive to PS4. It's Spec Ops Survival is exclusive to the PS4. And survival,
Yes.
from what I've seen, is only like a horde mode, like a wave-based, like survive. So that's why it's called survival. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Personally,
right. It's not something that everybody has to have. It's not team deathmatch or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like an important mode like that, or even it's not even like it's. If it would have been the Spec Ops missions, I maybe would have got it on PS4. But since I can still play the Spec Ops missions with you, Brink, and whoever the fuck wants to play with me, we can still play them together. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, a survival mode doesn't really appeal to me. I'm not a big fan of like horde modes and stuff like that. They're fun for like an hour, and then I get bored. You know what I mean?
All right, so
like,
everybody's different. So have you talked to your brother about that? Like, did he have any weigh in on this? Does he know about it?
I don't know if he knows about it. He's probably gonna.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Because he might be like, wait, I can't play this on Xbox. This is kind of my jam, you know, when I'm playing.
Well, it's kind of his jam because he plays zombies. But I mean, I don't know if he's. I don't know. He plays zombies in Infinite Warfare, dude. That's like a game that came out 3 years ago or something like that at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, but I would think if it's something he's anticipating, he's hyped for, you know, but then he finds out like, oh, this kind of mode that you like.
I don't think he's no, I don't think so. He only plays Call of Duty Zombies, and that's really about it. So
Yeah.
literally that's like all he plays.
Right, and I mean, the only reason I was thinking PS4, it wasn't even for this exclusivity, you know, to be like, like I get it because that's where I'm gonna get the most, you know. Because
I actually like the way it performed on the PC. Being able to play at a higher frame rate, it's pretty cool, and it looks good on the PC, man. I mean, yeah, it looks nice on my OLED, but if I really want to play it on my TV, I can just hook up my HDMI cable to my PC and turn on the TV. You know what I mean?
yeah, yep, you could still play it on your.
And I'll still be able to
know?
play it at 60 frames a second. I'll still be able to get the HDR. Everything's there, so it's not like I'm losing anything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, and then the also what I like about the PC version is that it gives me the option to use an Xbox controller if I want to.
True.
Which is what I did in the beta. I used the controller the whole time. I played with my Elite controller. So that's actually what I plan to use to play it. So I'm gonna be playing with that.
Yeah, good deal.
It's an amazing game. It feels really good, and I bet the campaign is gonna be a fucking blast. You seen that new the campaign trailer they released?
I haven't seen the latest one.
It looks really fucking good. It looks fucking awesome. It pretty much is like, oh, there's some terrorists or whatever. We're gonna make a deal with the terrorists, and then something happens, and fucking everything goes to shit, and you're shooting shit out of people, and it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, I'll check that out tomorrow. I watch a lot more trailers on the weekends. Hey, did we talk about Sony's cutting PlayStation now to $9.99? They're cutting that right in half.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good article you brought up. Yeah, I noticed that came out this week. It was big news, man. Big news that Sony was dropping the price of that. I mean,
put that.
And not just that, Gunny. Not just that. They're dropping the price of it, and they're also adding the option to download games on the PS4. So you can download the games on the PS4. So
they're also adding GTA 5 and God of War.
Yeah, not just that, but they're adding a lot of more recent titles as well, and they're giving you the option to download them, so you don't have to stream God of War to your PS4.
That's cool.
You download God of War to your PS4.
So this is essentially Game Pass for
and you can play this on your PC as well, Gunny. So I could like go and like sign up for this, and then on your browser you can sign up. You log into PS Now, and like for example, the Mayo can play God of War. You know what I mean? I don't know if he would be interested in it, but he could be able to play it. Like he can stream it to his browser and play God of War, a Sony exclusive, on his stuff.
Yeah, so I mean there are more ways. What did he play? He played because it was on the Epic Store, the Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, but those came to Steam. He played
the older game there.
Those came to Steam and stuff, so those are not exclusive to PS4 anymore. What I'm saying is like the Mayo can play God of War, he can play Infamous Second Son, he can play Uncharted 4. These are games that you cannot play anywhere else but a PlayStation. So he doesn't have one, and he can do that for $10 a month now.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they did come exclusively to the Epic Store. Those PlayStation, 3 and 4 games. So it's like, wow, he doesn't even own a PlayStation. He's already, he's able to access these, or anybody with a PC. So that's cool.
Through the PS Now, not through the Epic Store.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a mixture of both for Mayo specifically, is what I'm pointing out. Because he did play Detroit Become Human, didn't he? Or he was going to buy it on the Epic Store. I can't remember.
But
anyway.
like I'm saying, those games like Detroit, Heavy Rain, and Beyond Two Souls, those are not PS4 exclusives anymore.
Right. Now they're Epic exclusives for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Maybe they're on Steam now.
But what I'm saying is, with this $10 a month, he can stream God of War to his PC.
Yeah. So that's cool, man, that, actually do that.
Yeah.
Infamous Second Son, I want to play that game.
It's alright. I played it like 4 times now.
I hear it's really short,
cool.
but it's really good.
It's kind of short. Yeah, it's actually really short. It's really repetitive too, but it's kind of cool having powers and shit.
Yeah.
You can be good or evil in that game. I went evil, then I went good, then I went evil, then I went good. I played it a bunch of times. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and I think that's huge. Like, I've been saying that, like, man, they need to be able to add that download, because some people want to be able to, they don't have the best of internet, so it probably turned a lot of people off. So.
Yeah. Anyways, besides that, $60 a year for that PS Now.
Yeah, good deal.
It's the price of a game. Why not do it? Anyways, that's all I have for news.
All right, I think it's on to the console corner.
What the fuck is this crap?
Inspired by Evan Tanaka.
Oh my god.
So it's been kind of cool, like, putting this together. So for the month of October, I'm just reading off for the first couple weeks. But PlayStation Plus, I think they release everything at once, right? For the entire month?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And those are The Last of Us Remastered. Ooh,
great game.
Play that.
Get it, Gunny.
And, yeah, I watched, I think it was Vengeful Jedi. I watched him stream that game.
So good. Best game made. Best game ever.
Sweet. The Last of Us Remastered and MLB The Show 19.
Two good games, dude. Holy shit.
I got a good baseball game.
Hell yeah. I want to play some baseball now. Fuck yeah.
Go download that.
Stream some baseball.
PS4 in right now. I haven't played a baseball game in so long.
Yeah,
and over on the Xbox, for Xbox One, we have Tembo the Badass Elephant. Don't you want to be an elephant?
What the fuck is Tembo the Badass Elephant?
I thought it was... Man, I thought this was already like a Games for Gold deal back in the day, but it wasn't. I'm not even sure what that one's even about. Or if it was even on Game Pass or what. But definitely an indie game, that's for sure.
Oh, it looks so stupid. It looks dumb as fuck. Okay.
These are kid games, right? Even for the Xbox 360, which is
so shitty.
Backwards compatible, folks.
This looks so garbage.
You get Disney Bolt, Jesus. Disney Bolt.
Oh,
don't you like those little dogs?
What the fuck is Microsoft releasing?
Free games? That's what they're releasing, free games. That's your shitty free games for this. The first 2 weeks for Xbox. Not revealing the other two until the 15th of next month. And over on the infamous Epic Store, your free game for the week is called Minute. It's spelled M-I-N-I-T. It's a peculiar adventure where you play 60 seconds at a time.
Okay.
So go download that. Download that on your Epic account.
Minute.
Play that. I did claim my free game this week. Go do it, Jesus. Do it now. So that was the end of our console corner. And now we're moving on to community questions.
Community questions. Leave questions in our Facebook group and our Discord, people. I guess Twitter
I didn't
as
put
well.
our Discord in.
If you want to go on Twitter and leave us questions, you can do that too, I guess.
Put that on there. All right, and our first one comes from the Mayo, since he did have to leave early, and he wants to know, where did Gunny Chief gamertag come from? So that gamertag, I know I've answered this a couple times, but really I think I was just looking for something. I might have been playing Gears of War 3 and was just something for looking for something more masculine. And I was like, something like Gunny or Steel or something like that. And, or a lot of people had the word bear in it. Bear ninja, something that just sounded more brutal.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, Gunny something or other. Gunny 1, I don't know. The Gunny Master. What was I before? I think it was Brewmeister. That was my old gamer tag.
Brewmeister?
But since I'm not a big... Yeah, Brewmeister, like, a
Wow.
big beer-drinking Brewmeister.
Wow, okay.
That might have came back from earlier, in my earlier 20s. I was working at this restaurant, and the owner also owned a microbrewery at the time. What was it? Diablo Brewing Company? I don't even know if it still exists to this day. So I used to work with the Brewmaster. Or the Brewmeister, whatever they called him. That was my gamer tag for the longest time on Xbox. So, yep, that's where Gunny Chief came in. Just kind of joined the two together. And everybody asked, "Are you in the military?" I'm like, "No, sir. Just a gamer tag." All right, next one from Mayo. He says, here in Ohio, where they have the best zoo, or the best theme park, when the weather gets really cold during the winter, I tend to play more games at this time of the year. He wants to know from us, Jesus, do we have a time of the year that we play more often, and why? Is it summer, winter, spring?
Usually winter and fall for me. It's like fall and winter picks up a lot. Like, I don't want to play games. Usually because of fucking... that's when the games come out. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, I think that, and also work is kind of... It's busy for me, but at the same time, we do get, I think, more days off, like in succession. For example, we get the 4 or 5 days off for, it is Thanksgiving, and I think 3 or 4 for Christmas. And then, then you've got New Year's. So I do get more time off and more time to play. So I get a lot more hours in that November, December. And also in the fall, starting in January, people are obviously drinking less. Maybe it might be, they're drinking more wine, but they're not drinking as much alcohol. So I'm not as delivering as much. So I'm getting off earlier to play more games.
Yeah.
So I always look forward to those months,
Mm.
And just enjoy the cooler weather. I could actually sit here and not bake in the hot sun, That's always nice. So yeah, more games in the spring, or in the regular season. All right, next one comes from John Jerome. He wants to know if we have a favorite actor or actress that we watch every movie they're in, like Stallone, Willis, Statham. Do we have anything like that? Any favorite movies? Actors?
Not really, no. No, not really. No, honestly, no. I don't have any, favorite actors.
I think Jason Statham, right? I used to watch all his movies, whatever that one came out, we had to go.
The Transporter or whatever?
Yeah, ever since The Transporter came out.
The Transporter.
And I think, didn't they even make a TV show?
Yeah, they made a TV show of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might have been British, right? But
yeah, the Transporter.
But yeah, I had to watch all the movies that he was in.
He's a good action movie, just bullshit action movie guy. He's the current. He's what's that fucker with the ponytail? The fuck, you know what I'm talking about? The cop guy.
Steven Seagal?
He's the Steven Seagal of the 2000s.
Yes, he would be. Yep.
That's what he's
Steven
like.
Seagal. What was it? Above the Law? I think that was the name of the movie. You're not above. He would come in like he just. I love how he talks. Right? You're not above the law. It was like this
You're not above the
masculine
law.
voice.
Yeah,
right?
it's like tiny fucking voice he has.
Tiny voice, big dude, right? 7 foot tall.
Yeah, like big ass motherfucker. You're not above the law, Gunny.
You're going out the fucking 4th-story window, falling to your death. How about that?
So scary, Steven Seagal. You're so fucking scary.
He is with those eyes, right?
My fucking one of my aunts, she was in love with that dude. She like would watch all his movies. She didn't even speak English, and she would watch his movies. I'm like, Dia, how do you understand what he said? I don't care. I like Steven. I'm like, okay. You do you know, like you watch your movies. Cool.
Yeah, I remember even watching him. It was like, remember that TV show Cops? It's probably still on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was a big thing to watch on Saturday night. And
I remember.
I think he's a cop like somewhere down south.
He was a cop in Louisiana, wasn't he? Like
Louisiana,
in some kind of,
yeah.
in a parish
That
in Louisiana.
the Mardi
or
Gras
something?
and stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But you know that's fake. He wasn't really a cop.
He wasn't?
Like he was a cop, but it was like an honorary title. You know how like some like actors get like honorary degrees from like a fucking college or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I thought he was.
Like,
well, I know he was reserve cop, right? So then,
yeah, that's exactly what
obviously-
he was. That's what he was, like
Yeah.
a reserve, like a fake. Like he wasn't really like ever like a cop. Like it was all bullshit. It was for the show.
Yeah.
They made him a reserve cop for the show. It wasn't like he was always a reserve cop out there fighting crime and shit. That was all fucking bullshit.
Oh right.
He's also a piece of shit. He's also like a real piece of shit in real life. Like if you look back at like his past, like how he treated his ex-wife and shit, and it was really bad. Like he was a real bad person.
Oh, what was his? One of his ex-wives who was like really, really beautiful. I forgot her name. Weird Science. She was in.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that movie. Oh, we're going back in the day now. Yeah, her name will come to me in a minute. And then who was the other guy? I used to really like his karate movies. The other guy from Louisiana. No, he wasn't from Louisiana. He had a foreign accent.
Oh, was it John Claude Van Damme? Yeah. Have you seen his show on
Blood
Amazon?
In, Blood Out.
No, it was Bloodsport.
No, I saw the trailers for it, but I haven't.
You mean not Blood and Blood? That's that gangster movie, Gunny. You mean that Bloodsport?
Yeah.
I watched Bloodsport so many fucking times, dude. When he does like that.
Yeah, I did
crazy-
too. Yep.
Wah! He fucking punches the dude in the chest really fucking fast in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, stops the dude's heart or some shit.
And John looks like the one. He's the one having the heart attack. You know.
Yeah, he's like fucking sweating, like fucking water's dripping off his face. Like, whoa! He fucking hits him in the chest. Like, whoa, dude. I watched
probably, like,
Bloodsport.
He's probably like telling the director, "Cut. Did I look like Bruce Lee in that
What?
in that scene?
If
No?
you watch
Okay, take
his
again.
if you watch his show on Amazon Prime, it's pretty fucking hilarious because it's Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Jean-Claude Van Damme, but they're actually filming like his movies, like from the movies he did like in the 80s. It's like showing him on set of like Bloodsport or something, and they're filming like these action movies, but he's really a spy for like the fucking government. He's like a secret agent. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
in the TV show, he's an actor, and that's his cover, so he can travel to different countries to get into different countries and spy on them. And he's a spy. He's like a fucking international spy or something. But he's acting like a movie actor, like a karate movie actor. But his name, as the actor, is Jean-Claude Van Damme. But his real name is Jean-Claude Van Damme as the spy. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's funny because he like plays himself as himself, but he's a spy as himself. It is fucking the weirdest thing ever, but it's pretty funny, and he's actually a pretty funny dude. But yeah, he plays himself. He does like all the crazy like karate moves and shit in the show. Pretty wild. Check it out, Gunny.
Cool. I'll check that out. I do have Amazon Prime. I like it.
Amazon Prime is legit. I like that. Amazon Prime. I started watching Electric Dreams, dude. That show's really good. It reminds me a lot of Black Mirror on Netflix, but not
Also,
not
Enable
so
your
dark.
HDR, Jesus. Enable your HDR.
Yes. Oh yes, I have it enabled. And I was watching the other day. I was watching the episode where I forget I know this dude's a famous actor. I've seen him in movies. I would say it's like Matt Damon or something like that. But is the episode where him and the dude are like, they do like space tours. Like they do like, oh, we do like the space tours because it's like it's the future or whatever. They live in space, but they do these tours. And this lady, and then like this lady on like her seat, like she has like a robot that looks like C-3PO or something like that. Like it's like her assistant robot, and like a really old lady. They're about to close down the tour, you know, like for the day. They're about to close down the shop, and she comes in. Her robot comes knocking, and he's like, "Hey, like my client or Mrs. whatever the fuck her name is, she wants to go on a tour." And they're like, "No, sorry, we're closed." And then he's like, "Well, she can pay you like $500 million right now." You know what I mean? And the dude's like, "Whoa, yeah. Hey, let's talk." You know, and then like the thing is, she wants to go to Earth. The problem is that the Milky Way galaxy blew up because the star blew up or the sun blew up or whatever. So like Earth doesn't exist really. Like it's a toxic planet. It doesn't. No one goes there. You know what I mean? So they're like, "No, we can't go there. No one has been there in like fucking hundreds of thousands of years or whatever the fuck, or hundreds of years or so many decades or whatever the fuck." And then she's like, and they're like, "Well, she's willing to pay you guys like so much money to take her there." And then they end up taking her. Like, it's a really fucked up ending, but it was really like crazy ending. And I thought the whole episode was kind of wild, and it really makes you think. There's another episode about this dude. It's actually the dude who does Breaking Bad. His name is Bryan Cranston, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
The dude who does Breaking Bad. So it's him, and he's like a general in like the space army or whatever. And they're like, in the beginning of the episode, he's like receiving congratulations for like fighting this great battle or whatever, like being the last man standing, or like, "You survived this great heroic battle. You are a hero because you were the last one that made it out of there alive," or whatever. And they give him like a bunch of medals and shit. And then he goes to fight another battle, but he comes back all fucked up. Like he's like an alien, like the aliens that they're fighting against, because they're humans fighting against these aliens. It kind of like took over his body, and the way the episode plays out is fucking nuts. But like no one knows that he's like not him. Like he looks like him, but the humans think he's still a human, but he's not a human. You know what I mean? So it's like, how many people on this station are really not human? How many are like these aliens that have been slowly taking over our bodies and shit?
So it's like a Battlestar Galactica kind of thing?
Kind of like some weird shit like that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I love all those shows though. Like all the Electric Dreams that I've watched, they're all super unique. And they're all really well done. Like even the first episode with the dude who does like the memory thing, where like you go into like your dream and
that was so cool.
You live a second life.
You
in your
turned
dream
me
or
on to
whatever.
that show.
Yeah.
That was a trip.
Check out Electric Dreams, people, if you have Amazon Prime. If I would even suggest like getting a trial to watch that show. It's so good. Like I said, if you like Black Mirror, you'll like it. It's kind of like it, but it's not so based on reality. It's kind of like fantasy, like, oh, like this is some future world where like people live in space. And like Black Mirror is more like, one day robots are going to kill us because we made robots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was another good one.
Yeah, Black Mirror is very dark. It's very like it's futuristic, but you can see it happening at somehow you can see it really happening that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the scary part about
yeah,
Black
and some
Mirror.
of them they're just I don't want to say they're depressing, but it's more of a
They're all dark. They all end dark.
yeah. That's it. That's what they are.
I think there's
Where
only
you just don't see a happy ending in like a lot of those, and yeah.
even like the ones that have a quote unquote like good ending to them. It's still a dark ending. Somebody gets fucked over in the end. You know what I mean? It's never like everyone wins, everything is awesome. Like nothing. Like no. Like
Right,
somebody
there's none
got
of that.
fucked over in this ending. Like yeah, I don't think there's one episode of Black Mirror that I've watched that has a happy ending. It's all
Yeah,
fucked up
where
and
everybody
dark.
wins, you know?
Yeah, it's all dark. It's fucking horrible. It's kind of like real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, shit. Anyways. Next question.
Oh,
Maddie.
man. Such a good show.
Yeah.
I know I want to go watch more episodes of that now. But
Definitely.
moving on, Brian Tulp, he asked a question. How old was your child when you learned... How old was your child when you learned they passed you as a better gamer? Jeez. I'm trying to think back. I know. Let's see. My kid's 13 now, and going back to Xbox 360 when that game Catherine came out. Let me think here. So I probably have to Google that game.
It's like 2012, I would say. 2011.
Probably, jeez. So yeah, watching him, like you move up this like, I want to call it like a, this platforming pyramid cubert thing, but it's just more of a bizarre Japanese game. And, watching him do that just quickly I was like, whoa, like I never even thought like to do that, where I'm like, okay, I know he's smarter and he's a better gamer than me at this point, so. So what would he have been, like 8 or 8, 7? Jeez.
That's weird. My daughter is not a better gamer than me. I would say she's a better mobile gamer than I am. She can definitely play the mobile games better than I can. But I think that's just because she's been raised with touchscreens her whole life. She knows no different. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and I know even my child here, I'm trying to think of what game he was playing. It wasn't Plants vs. Zombies, because he knows I like that mobile game a lot. It might have been something in that same genre where he's like, oh, you download this other thing and you generate coins and you get free stuff. You don't have to buy the loot box or the microtransactions. Like how'd you figure that out? Like he's probably watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to do it.
Yeah.
Without paying $1.
But as far as generally better than me in gaming, I don't think my kid is better than me in gaming. I could probably still beat her at Mario Kart and everything else.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, I can beat my kid in any racing game.
Yeah,
he doesn't play those.
Whoop my kid's ass. I mean, come on, like what the fuck? I might let her win to make her feel better, but I'm not gonna like fucking lose to her on purpose. Unless I like feel like being nice,
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, and if anything, if I'm going to play anything with my son, it's like we're just going to be definitely playing a co-op game.
Oh yeah, we play shit like it's funny because she's really gotten into Spider-Man, like the PS4 game. She's really into that game. I don't know what the fuck happened, but she really likes Spider-Man on the PS4. I don't know if it's the fighting, the superhero aspect of it, or she knows who Spider-Man is. I don't know what it is, but she really likes that game. Anyways.
Yeah. That's funny because I was watching Twitch today and the father was letting his gosh, he must have been at least 6 or 7 and he was playing it.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, on PlayStation. Yep.
All right. Yeah, it's a good game. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's a kid game for sure. Like, there's nothing really crazy about it. Like, yeah, there's people with guns, but like, you never see like any blood or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I even noticed today while as the kid was playing it and I'm trying not to watch too much of it, so when I do go to play it, where Spider-Man goes up to do this kick, like when he kicks the enemy, it's not like you see his foot connecting with the face and the jaw moving.
It's like an action movie, like a superhero movie almost kick. You know what I mean? Like the dude flies up in the air, you kick him. It's like it's a superhero-y fucking thing.
For sure,
it's not violent.
We're talking scrapes and bruises here, right? A Marvel.
Yeah.
The one I like to play with my son is Heavy Weapon, and that was back on 360 where you can play co-op. Matter of fact, we still do it because I have that 360 hooked up, so we do co-op that in the living room.
Nice.
Yeah, just it's a lot of fun. All right, what do we got for our next question here? Excuse me. Let's see, another one from Brian. He wants to know, does the Mayo go to the Science Center in Columbus, Ohio?
There's no science. There's no science in Columbus.
They have science there. It's called COSI, COSI. I think Mayo Googled this before he left.
He probably fucking Googled, what's the most sciencey thing? The most sciencey thing in Ohio? This COSI shit.
You know what, Mayo? It seems like everything is in Columbus. What's in Akron? I want to know where.
What's in your town, Mayo? Does Mayo live in that fucking town, Columbus?
He must live near there. He probably lives in Cornville. the corn town next to Columbus.
Cozy is a science museum's research center located in Columbus, Ohio, in the United States. Originally opened in 1964, Cozy was located to a 320 square foot state-of-the-art facility designed by Japanese architect Arata Izuzaki along a bend in the Scioto River in the Franklinton neighborhood in 1999.
So they do have.
So
science.
this
I
is
didn't know
like
they had science there
OMSI.
even.
Like in Portland, we have the OMSI Museum, which is like a fucking OMSI. You know what OMSI is, right, Gunny?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one we have here in San Francisco.
What do you have there? What the fuck you have there?
Oh, the name will come to me. It's over. Yeah, it's like just over the Golden Gate Bridge. But I'll think of it in a minute. I've been there.
Cozy
once.
probably stands for like Columbus, Ohio Science Institute or something, some shit like that. And then I'm pretty sure OMSI stands for Oregon Museum of Science and something else. Science,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't fucking know. OMSI, fucking make something up for it. I don't fucking Oregon
Just
something.
abbreviate that crap.
But yeah.
I know I got a million names running through my head for San Francisco. Coit Tower. No, that's not it. Anyway, so yeah, while I'm thinking of that, Brian's next question is, what is your guilty pleasure reality TV show? Oh, I have one. So I don't watch much TV to begin with, and the one that I do like watching with the wife is, what is it, 90 Day Brides or something like that? 30 Day Brides?
30 Day Brides. Like some
It's
mail order brides? What the fuck's going on here?
I've actually talked to a couple of dudes about this show that do watch this with their wife. And you know what? It does sound like the perfect couples reality TV shows. But the one that I think it really cracked me up was where this American chick, she married this guy from South Korea. And so then she goes to live with him, right? So then they have a baby. And, you know, his English is not that great, and the parents don't speak English because they're in Korea, right? So, and then, like in the show, she's just like, so do you have money? You know, like, how do you get your income? You know, do you work? Right? And he's like, no work. And like, how much money do you have? He's like zero, you know, in the bank account. just some of the responses are just really funny. And then she's just like, so how come you don't have any money? You know? He's like, well, I used to sell phones before I got caught selling a phone. And so I had to pay like $10,000 in a fine.
Sell phones?
Yeah, like he was selling them on the black market. And he went to jail. Basically, that he was trying to give her the watered down version, and just the look on her face is just epic.
What is this, like they have to get married in 30 days?
Yeah, I would have to. I forgot the name of it, but I think it's on TLC or one of those Discovery
Why
channels.
would you want to get married in 30 days? That's the worst. Sounds like the worst idea ever.
Yeah, and the other one is, because this is not a spoiler alert. I know it's been out for a while already, where the lady, another American lady, older American lady, goes and marries this guy from India, and the guy's just like, hey, so I got a secret, right? And even the American lady who's over there brought her daughter and friend came over to visit. And so, you know, they're all part of the show and everything. Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, I got this secret, guys. And like, boom, like the secret was that he was already married. And it was just, you know, and just to see the looks on their faces, like, really?
You know what movie looks
You know?
kind of good that is coming out pretty recently? That new, The Good Liar. That I watched the trailer for that the other day when I went to go see the Joker, and that movie actually looks pretty interesting. It's about like this old guy. From what I gathered from the trailer, I don't know if this is really what it's about, but this is what it seems to be about from what I saw in the trailer. So it's like this dude who's older, but it looks like he's rich. But I think the way he got rich was when he was really young, like in his 20s, he married a rich old lady, and she died. So he got her inheritance because he was married to her. And then guess what he did after that? He married another rich old lady. And guess what happened to her? She died too. So he got her money. So like apparently his whole life, he's all the way he's been like getting through life as a rich person. He's been like this rich person his whole life. It's because he's marrying older ladies that have wealth, and then they die, or he kills them, I think.
Right.
And he gets the money. He gets the money himself. He gets to keep it. So it's like, what the fuck? And it seems like in the movie, he meets this lady who's like his next target or whatever, like his next mark or whatever. He's like, oh, like, I know who I'm going to go after now. And then he like picks this lady, but she seems to know what the fuck he's up to. She's like, I know what the fuck you're up to, motherfucker. And he's like, whoa, like, you know, like he met his match or whatever. It seems like a funny movie. It seems like almost like a comedy, but kind of serious, but kind of like a dark comedy almost. So I kind of want to go watch it now. But yeah, a good liar.
I think it was called 90 Day Fiance. I think that's, yeah.
Jesus.
So, yeah, that's my guilty.
But as far as guilty pleasure shows for me, nothing really, man. I only watch shit on Netflix. I guess if you would really say something that I watch that's kind of live right now, would be South Park. I've been watching that. So I recently watched the first 2 episodes of this new season that just came out, and they're pretty good so far. They're pretty dumb, but they're pretty good.
Yeah. Just to sidetrack, did you, for Rick and Morty, have you watched? I know that season 2 is probably completely out now.
Oh, season 3 is out, Gunny.
Oh, season 3, jeez, because I'm just catching up on 2.
Jeez, you're way behind, dude. You're way.
I know. Me and the kid
behind.
watched that on Movie Box. So
I love Rick and Morty, dude. I fucking watch. I've been actually recently, because season 4 is about to drop here pretty soon. Like I think this month or next month it comes out on Adult Swim. So I've been rewatching season 1 from the beginning. I started the episode. I think I started today or the day before. But I love that show. I love catching like the things that I missed the first time watching it. And I'm like, oh, that's why he mentioned that, or that's why he said that. Like, I don't know if people realize it, but like they go to a completely new Earth and they just like take over like these bodies of like the spots of Rick and Morty in like this new universe, this new timeline, because they fuck up their own timeline. Remember that?
yeah.
Because of the squirrels or whatever, or like I don't know what it was. They did something in their timeline where they fucked up their timeline. They made everybody into mutants or some shit. So they're just like, fuck it, this timeline is fucked. We fucked this up. Let's go to the other timeline. And then they just kill the Rick and Morty from the other timeline and they bury them in the backyard. And like, it's kind of weird because like all the summer, the mom and the dad, they like don't realize that this Rick and Morty are new, and they just like, they're living their normal lives. And like Rick and Morty, especially Morty, is all fucked up in the head. You could tell like he's really fucked up by it. You know what I mean? Like he's like traumatized by it or whatever.
Yes.
But it's like Rick is just like whatever. Like he's done this before almost. You know, like it's like
he's totally unfazed. I mean, the only thing like with him is, and what it might throw people off is where he's like he'll burp up something green every episode. You know, every couple times, and people are probably thinking, "What the hell's going on?" You know,
he's a funny dude, but I mean. Yeah, like I thought that was pretty interesting how like Morty was like all terrified about like going to this new timeline, leaving his family behind on that fucked up planet, and like killing himself. He killed himself, and then he's replacing that himself in this new timeline. And Rick is just like, whatever, dude. Like, fucking help me bury these motherfuckers. Like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Like, Morty's all fucked up. Like, oh, jeez. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? And Rick is just like, fuck it. I don't care. Just hurry up, Morty. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
I love Rick
Snap
and Morty,
out of it,
man.
kid.
Yeah. And then I love their episode when they the big heads come from another galaxy or whatever, and they're like, we pick Earth and like these 6 other planets, and they're part of like a TV show in space. It's like, whoever doesn't win, your planet gets destroyed. You got to make a song. That shit was wild. I fucking love that song.
I like where that episode where they go to Purge.
Oh
they
yeah, they go to the Purge planet with the girl.
Yeah.
She steals her fucking car. And Rick is like, "You happy now, Morty? We're gonna have to fucking purge. He's so fucking pulling out his guns.
And Morty just goes Rambo on everybody. It was funny.
This is your fucking fault, Morty. You wanted to save that fucking girl. He's so fucking... Now she stole her car. It's fucking awesome. That show is so good, dude. They could do... The cool thing about that show is that they can literally do anything and they can explain it. Because fucking Rick goes to it. He can go to different timelines and shit. You know what I mean? He has a portal gun. Like how did this get here? Well, Rick has a fucking portal gun. He can go anywhere when he wants to.
It's all explained.
Yeah, it's all explained somehow. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like you never sit there and you're like, oh, that's impossible. He couldn't do that. It's like, no, like, he can't do that because he has a fucking portal gun. It's interesting.
It's all science, man.
But I love that show. That would be one of my guilty pleasures for sure. Is that show? Fucking love Rick and Morty.
All right, moving on. Our next one from John. Oh, sorry. Michael Parlato asked, "How did we like the Joker movie?" I didn't see the Joker because that.
Oh, it's good.
But you did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good actually. I went opening night. It was Thursday. The theater wasn't as full as I thought it was going to be. It was pretty full, but not like packed. It's actually a really good movie, dude. It's very dark. It's not your typical hero movie or your like DC universe movie. It's so dark that I wish DC would make a like the next Batman film as a continuation of this film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how dark this movie is. Like, I wish, like, DC would make a bunch of dark movies, like, in the DC universe. Like, a dark Batman where maybe he is killing the bad guys or whatever. You know what I mean? And, like, the Joker is really fucking killing people and shit. Because it's pretty dark, dude, what happens in this movie. And a lot of it is kind of slower paced, though. It's not like an action movie. Don't think of it going into it that you're going to watch an action movie, because you're not. You're watching more of a drama and more of a... if you ever watch Get Out, it's more of like that pacing, slow pace. You're like building up the tension. You don't know what's gonna happen next. This motherfucker's crazy. What's gonna happen next? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that type of tension. If you ever watch Midsummer, I watched Midsummer a few months ago or a month ago or something. And Midsummer is the very same type of movie where it's very slow. It's very building up the tension and the drama, and not even necessarily the drama, more of the tension, the suspense. You're like, what the fuck's gonna happen next? It was really good though, man. I think everyone in the theater had a few shocking moments where like, holy shit, I can't believe that just happened. Like, whoa, what the fuck? There was a few of those moments, and there was a few laughs. There was actually a few laughs in the theater at the same time. There was a few like funny moments, like, that's pretty funny. And there was a few like, everyone was laughing, and then everyone was like, like that. Everyone goes from like laughing to, oh my god.
So more of a drama horror? Not even a horror, just more drama, or what?
It's more drama. Yeah, it's not really a horror movie. It's kind of a horror movie. It's more of like a drama, dark movie. Okay. I love the way it ends. Awesome, it ends with a very satisfying ending that makes me wish Joaquin Phoenix did the next Joker movie, which I don't know if they already said that he's not going to do the next Joker movie. Like, this is the only one they're doing off of him.
They usually sign deals, right, for even
which
the next
I think
one.
is a fucking mistake, because he's a really good Joker, dude. He's probably the best Joker that I've ever seen, honestly. He's really fucking good at that Joker. Like, he pulls it off. I think, in general, Joaquin Phoenix is kind of crazy. I think that's his thing.
Yeah. He's a great actor. He's been around for a long time.
He pulls it off really good. He pulls it off really fucking good in this movie, dude. Like, he really... You think to yourself, like, this guy is really nuts. Like, this motherfucker is crazy.
Who was the last greatest Joker? Was his name Shane?
No, it wasn't the dude who played in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I totally forgot his name.
Fucking
it's been
Heath
so long.
Ledger.
He's Keith Ledger, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Heath Ledger. He was pretty he died, right? Didn't he die pretty shortly before the movie came out or something?
Yeah, he did. I forgot how he passed away.
Didn't he overdose or some shit like that? Or committed
I totally
suicide?
forgot how it even
I
happened.
think it was overdose. Overdose or suicide.
Wow.
But yeah, he was a pretty good Joker too, but I think that Joaquin Phoenix steps it up and actually does a better Joker than him.
Nice. Good deal. I look forward to seeing that hopefully next weekend or so.
Yeah.
But I know that you said, this is not so much of a kid's movie. I probably shouldn't take him.
Definitely not. I would not suggest taking any kid that's under the age of like 15 to watch this movie. 14, maybe 14,
Mm-hmm.
pushing it. Definitely not a kid's movie. Not at all. This is an adult DC movie, I would say. There's no sex in it or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's very dark. It deals with a lot of mental issues and shit.
Yeah. And, speaking of that, I even seen, it was ADO Radio.
Yeah.
Chris, he had even posted on Twitter that AMC Theaters was not allowing single patrons to enter the movie theater. As in, like, people that just walk in, get a ticket, and go see the movie.
Really?
And I asked him, like, is it a joke? And he goes, no, it's not a joke. They're serious about it. Just for people's safety.
They're worried about a shooting or something like that. I would, like, you know what I mean? Like a shooter would walk in by himself to do a shooting.
Right, by himself, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. So.
Because I think the FBI found something on the dark web or something where people were talking about committing shootings at theaters because of this movie. I think that maybe they did see that, but maybe people were just maybe the FBI did stop something by putting that on the news. You know what I mean? It gave like those people that were planning this stuff, and maybe it gave them pause. Like, holy shit, we've been discovered. They've been tracking us this whole time. They know what we're doing. You know what I mean? Or I wonder if like it was just bullshit, like to hype the movie up. Which I don't know how they could pull that off to hype up the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it just wasn't AMC, but there were a few others that had
there was
criminal
definitely
threats, like you said, and actually closed and were like, no, we're not open for business.
There was a theater here in Oregon that the police showed up to the theater because it was fucking like a threat of it. So like the police like surrounded the fucking theater and like if you were gonna go watch the movie, they fucking patted your ass down. They're like, hey motherfucker, you want to watch this? Patting your fucking ass down real quick.
Yeah, so it's probably been what? Probably I'm gonna go back 20 years ago. I was doing armed security at a movie theater, but this was in a dangerous
at
town,
a movie theater.
Yeah, at AMC Theater. Me and another guy.
Armed security at a movie theater? That's fucking bizarre.
As a matter of fact, yeah, no, seriously. So this is in Vallejo, California. So you can Google that. And so our uniforms, I looked exactly like a police officer. We were made to look exactly like police officers. We were made, it was all by design so that we don't call the police. We handle things ourselves. Handcuffs, you name it. I was all licensed and everything. So, and no, I would go out, and even if I walked out to the parking lot, people would scatter, holy crap, the cops are here,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just to, keep the peace, man. So it was dangerous. Weird. Yeah, me and another armed security guard. Yeah, so that was then, and we continue now to hopefully nobody gets hurt. Nothing crazy happens. But moving on to our next question from John Jerome. What games would you recommend your kids play that meant the most to you as a young gamer? What game meant the most to you as a young gamer that you would recommend to your kid? I would think, jeez. I'm just thinking of something. I don't think my kid's so much into RPGs. Like he plays Roblox a lot, but I'd really want him. I'd love to see him play like Zelda. Back on the NES.
Yeah, that's what I would want my kids to play, something like that.
I mean, yeah, I can say Super Mario Brothers.
Not really.
I mean, I love that game too, but I'm just thinking of something that's just more Like
deeper.
to me, that game was like magical. You know, at the time, like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, what am I playing? This is amazing.
I mean, it's something now. I don't know what it would be now, man, because I don't know what my kid is really into or not. You know what I mean? She's weird. She changes what she's into like every fucking week, dude. She's going through those ages, you know, like she's 8 years old. So every week something else is cool. You know?
Right.
Actually, yesterday we ended up watching Detective Pikachu, and that movie's actually pretty fucking good, dude. If you haven't watched Detective Pikachu, watch it. I mean, if you ever liked Pokemon at all, like I liked Pokemon when I was a kid. I was like 9 or 8 or 10. I really liked it a lot. And it was just really cool seeing like Pokemon walking around with people. You're like, holy shit! Like they have every Pokemon in this movie. It's pretty fucking cool. Even my daughter, she's not into Pokemon at all. But she somehow knows Pokemon names. I don't know how. I guess that's how popular Pokemon is. I guess that's how it goes to show like how much power Pokemon has even nowadays, because a little girl that doesn't play Pokemon knows Pokemon's names. Think about that. So she knew exactly who Pikachu was. She like knew him right away. She's like, "Whoa, there's Pikachu!" When Pikachu showed up, she's like, "Oh my god, Pikachu! He's so cute! I want to hug him." What the fuck? I thought it was kind of weird, but I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
she's probably watching the cartoons. She's got
And
it on
then,
her mobile phone.
And then she knew who fuck was what? She knew who Squirtle was. She knew who Charizard was, the big fire Pokemon Charizard.
You just named the 3 that I know.
Charmander.
So
she knew who Charmander was. She knew who what's the other one she fucking knew? She knew this other one. Eevee. The fucking Eevee. She knew who Eevee was. She's like, "That's Eevee." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "How the fuck do you know these Pokemon names? You've never played Pokemon in your fucking life. What the fuck's going on right now?" But yeah, she was really into it. So I was like, "Well, I guess."
awesome, man.
I don't know what I would want her to play, man. To be honest, I have no idea. I mean, I can't say like most of the games I play because they're all fucking adult games mostly, or mature games, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of Roblox together, but
I guess Minecraft, but she is into Minecraft already, so I don't know what the fuck else I would want her to play. Yeah. Fun times.
Right.
I got another question for you, Gunny. We've got questions here from Facebook, actually.
I see another one from Brian and
So, yeah. Got more questions here. So, one of them from Brian is, you guys were talking last week about games that you seen play on the newest console that shocked you to think it looks bad, but at the time was amazing. What games have you went back to play that was a turnoff because of the bad graphics? So this happens to me quite a bit. I think about a game that I played in the past, and I'm like, "Oh, that game was so good."
yeah, there's. Hey, and that's a good one for me, right? Because I have the Xbox 360 hooked up.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm playing a lot of games on there. I know that.
You know what game I thought was kind of a letdown? Kane and Lynch. So when Kane and Lynch came out on the Xbox 360, I remember thinking, "Damn, this game looks incredible!" Like, wow.
Dog days.
And me and Eric Smith played it in co-op, and I thought to myself,
I remember
like,
that.
it looks playable, but it's not the greatest looking game. Same with Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 came out on 360. I played the fuck out of Battlefield 3. And I thought, holy shit, this game looks amazing. Playing it again on PC, I was like, this game does not look amazing. Even on PC, like, this game does not look amazing. What the fuck was I thinking? So I don't know. Those are 2 examples for me.
Yeah, and probably one for me was, I talked about it last week, was playing Rainbow Six Vegas 2 because I had the Uplay Plus pass. Uplay Plus, and I was like, whoa, like playing that on PC and high frame rates, but it's like the graphics were so crummy and the terrorists were just Oh, they were just awful looking. Like, just
Yeah.
no character to them. I forgot how stone-faced they are. Like, they don't even really have a face, right? They're just all covered up, yelling stuff at you. I'll find you, asshole. But yeah, just generic dudes.
Yeah.
There was one that and then I think it was one of the Need for Speed games, right? There's so many out there. But it was like Need for Speed Shift or Underground. It was one of those that I went to GameStop and I bought and said, "Oh, this is going to be really good." I haven't never played this on the Xbox 360. I got it for like $6, and yeah, the graphics were just horrible. Just awful. But I just never went back to it. I'm sure I still got the disc somewhere. This is like within the last like year or so. I mean, not that I was expecting like these awesome graphics, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of a letdown on those.
Damn. Next question.
Anyway, all right, let me see here. Oh, Stuart McWilliam. That is I'm trying to think of his gamer tag on Xbox.
Carbide.
Garbage. Yeah, that's it. He wants to know pineapple on pizza. I don't
Yes.
mind it on there. I almost never get it.
Yes.
I never ask for pineapple on my pizza, but I don't.
Yes.
I guess if it's presented to me, I'll eat it
Yes.
if I'm in the mood.
I'll eat a pineapple on pizza anytime, son. Put that shit on there. Warm pineapple. With that ham. Fuck yeah.
Hawaiian ham, is that what they called it? Or Hawaiian
Canadian bacon.
Canadian Hawaiian ham, Canadian bacon, and pineapple. There you go. Give 877. Canadian bacon,
P-mail.
Hawaiian
Whatever
ham,
the
and
fuck.
pineapple.
Fake ass P-mail. They fucking Canadian bacon, motherfucker.
I just disgraced his ways by saying all those in one sentence. Oh man.
Canadian bacon is good, motherfucker. Yeah, put Canadian bacon on that shit. All over that shit with pineapple.
Fuck, man, that sounds so good right now. Oh, speaking of Gib 8777, he asked the question that this was less than an hour ago. He finally rolled the credits on Borderlands 3, and he loved every minute of it. He's just curious how we are liking it. I saw him playing today. I was going to try and join, but I saw he was like level 27 or whatever he was. And most of my friends on my friends list on Xbox, level 50. Level 47. I'm like, I'm not going to join them and spoil everything. But I'd love to. I want to join in. I'm able to join in. No, don't do it, Gunny. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay at my level 14 and progress through all the way to the end. I mean, if somebody wants to join me, for sure. But yeah, I don't want to jump ahead. I want to be able to experience it for myself. Yeah, I'm loving the game. I really am. It's great. I haven't found any real.
I'm debating right now. Apex Legends or Borderlands 3 after this. I don't know.
So okay, that's a good. Okay, so let me ask you this: like, all right, the show's ending, Jesus. You got those two games. Which one do you play for the next 3 hours?
Apex Legends.
So Borderlands just takes a little back seat, but you still like it.
I like it a lot, dude. I'm. The only reason I would play Apex is because I bought the season pass today.
Yeah,
That's literally.
it's got its hooks in you. I understand.
Yeah.
I have not played Apex in so long. Whew. All right, let's see. I know we got another question here. I did not grab the questions from the Discord. Let me see.
I got one from Matt Geringer. He posted it on my reply here. He put, Jesus, are you really an asshole, or does Trump really make you out to be one? And I don't know what that means, but fuck you, Matt, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Why did Trump talk shit about you? Are you trolling him on Twitter?
I don't know.
All right. Oh, what do we got here for Discord? We've got one from Cadillacs. He wants to know, with all these subs, all these subscriptions that we make, when will it be cheaper to go back to cable TV? Will they ever include a game service?
Speaking of subs, my brother recently, I kind of gave him some shit about it the other day. He signed up for Hulu TV Live or whatever. $45 a month. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, I don't care. So I'm like, whatever. It's your money. I don't give a fuck. But I thought it was kind of stupid of him to sign up. But I still get to watch it, so I guess I got Hulu Live now. I'm not a big fan of it because it added ads to my like shows that I like to watch, like Rick and Morty. Yeah. So like I used to watch Rick and Morty on Hulu, and there wasn't any ads because he was paying for the $15 a month for the free no ads bullshit, right? Well, now that he signed up for the $45 a month plan, there's ads on there. So I'm like, how is it that $15 a month there wasn't any ads on this stuff, like Rick and Morty and South Park and stuff? There wasn't any ads at all. But now that you have the live TV, there's ads. Makes no sense.
So, okay, so I'm assuming that... okay, let me guess. That probably comes with the Spotify music thing, the HBO deal, right? Was that tied into it?
I don't know. I think it's just live TV, honestly.
Yeah, and get 200 channels, blah, 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 right?
It's cool because you can watch live TV literally from your phone anywhere. Like, you can be at the subway station or wherever, like, if you ride the subway train. Or you can be, like, in the middle of a city in a taxi car, getting a ride home on an Uber or something, and you can be watching live TV. But I'm not a big fan of live TV.
I've seen those services, but I'm not sure, like, what audience is going to get that. I guess your brother would be the one.
My brother is one of them, yeah. I don't even know why he wants it. I was like, dude, you don't even watch TV. What's the...
I know YouTube offers that. It's kind of like, I mean, they do have
YouTube has it too. So does PlayStation TV that Eric was signed up for. I was like, I don't know why
sports.
Why people want live TV. I don't get it. Personally, I think it's a waste of money, but it's his money. Like I said, I can't judge it. Whatever, you know. But he wants to spend this money the way he can, but I think it's a waste, and I wouldn't pay for it, but it's not me. I get to still use it, so whatever. Yeah, benefits of being a brother. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But he wants to know, will it ever include a game service? And you know what I always think back to? When I don't think it ever will. Every model you've ever seen. Cadillacs, I can tell you, you know this too, but remember back during the E3 of Xbox One? Right? That was just like, and it's got TV, and you can hook it up to your direct TV tuner, and I mean whatever you have, and it just passes through, and it's got TV on here, and you can also play games and then watch more TV, and that just tanked big time, right? With gamers, we're just like, boo, you know. So ever since then, like, everybody's just wanted to kind of keep that separate. It's a separate app, and if you want to subscribe to this thing, you go ahead. It's never like pushed in your face. Yeah, because I would like just look at Apple. Like, their Apple TV thing is totally separate from their games thing. You know, they want to keep those separate. Like, I was thinking, like, is it Tim Cook, right? That's the guy. I thought he was going to announce a deal. $10, watch everything, and play everything. But no, it's just going to be kept separate.
It's always going to be separate.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd always be a separate model on there, for sure. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Any other questions we have from the community that you see?
No.
I think that's it.
That's it. All right, people. Anyways, you can find the Mayo. This is how Mayo talks. You can find me.
Big bass. Use the bass.
I'm going to talk like Mayo talks right now. I'm going to do the Mayo impersonation. You can find me on the Mayo on Steam, the Mayo on Epic.
Nope, that's the Mayo 1.
The Mayo 1 on Epic.
Man, we love you, buddy. We're just trying it. We can't do it.
Fuck you, Mayo. Fuck you, Mayo. And then he wants to turn his volume up all the time. Like, Jesus, you sound louder than me, Jesus. Like, fuck you, Mayo. You sound loud enough. I would turn myself up a little bit.
Don't turn yourself up. No,
Stop
no,
turning
don't press
yourself
that
up,
button.
Mayo. Fucking turn you down, motherfucker, you. We love you, Mayo. Go find the Mayo on everything, people. Find him.
And he's playing My Name
everywhere.
is Mayo, by the way.
And he is playing My Name is Mayo on Steam. Go bug him about that. What the fuck's he doing playing that shit? Damn it. Anyways, where can we find you, Gunny?
Hey, go find me on Xbox Live, on that Xbox Beta app, on that Windows 10 store, wherever you can add me on through the Xbox Gunny Chief. I'm also on the PlayStation, but I don't even think I turned it on this week. I just
What?
everything was on.
What are you
No, I
doing
didn't have
with
time.
your
Everything was on
life?
Xbox playing Borderlands.
Get The
and-
Last of Us. Start playing that.
I
Have
know,
you
but
ever
I'm gonna
played it?
down. It's on now. I just got to turn my TV on and download it.
Have you ever
You know
played
what?
The
Maybe I'll
Last
just
of
play
Us?
MLB The Show because I haven't played
We
it.
should
I've
play
never
against
talked about a
each other.
baseball game.
We should play against each other.
Hey, you know what? Can I just talk about guilty pleasures here really quick? Because I mean,
What?
now we're
What's
just
a
it's
guilty-
confession time.
Oh, shit.
I saw was it Lego Worlds was one of the games you can download. I don't know, Games for Gold or something.
yeah,
No, it was in Game Pass. That's what it was. And I'm like, man, I kind of miss playing Lego games. And I remember watching one of our community members. I won't name him, Alan maybe, and he was playing that game back in the day. And I remember being jelly. I wanted to play it. Anyway, yeah. So no place. Just add me on there. HGP space Gunny on the PlayStation. And there's a lot of yelling going on in the back, so I apologize.
Someone's
Add me on
really mad
Steam.
over there. Someone's
The
mad.
Gunny
Gunny's
Chief.
about to get hit, guys. It's about to happen. He's about to get hit.
My kid's getting yelled at over here.
Oh, shit. Gunny's about to get hit with the side of the head right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm going to
All
witness
right.
this live. Anyways, people, you can find me on Xbox Live, Gamertag Jesus Walks on Steam, Jesus Walks on PlayStation Network, the letter G, SUS Walks and find me on your favorite podcast player, Stitcher. Use promo code HorribleGamers while signing up for a premium subscription. That's on Stitcher. So, yeah, head on over to Stitcher, people. Sign up.
Podcasts.
Use promo code HorribleGamers to get 1 month free when you sign up. Also, head over to Redbubble and search for Horrible Gamers Podcast in the search bar and purchase yourself a t-shirt, hoodie, clock, acrylic block so you can shoot at it.
That's gonna be my paperweight. Actually, I need one in my truck to hold my paperwork down.
A big block. Those are pretty. They look pretty big, Gunny. Those blocks look like they're like probably like 12 by 12 or something. They're pretty fucking big. They're not like
Well,
little
I don't.
tiny blocks.
You know what? If somebody really angers me and I need to roll the window down,
Just hit him through that block at their car.
bam, HGP, bitch.
I want to see you throw the block at somebody's car. Oh, shit. So go on, people. Go and do all that good stuff. Anyways, Gunny, you have anything else left to say?
Brush your controllers and go to bed.
Brush your controllers and go to bed, as Gidget would say. Gunny,
Peace out, Brussels sprouts.
we'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Hopefully the audio quality on this show is 100 times better, because we are paying 100 times more than we would normally pay. So, yeah, hopefully it's better. Anyways, what do you want to talk about now, Gunny? We're still in the outro. What do you want to do now?
Oh yeah, I know. It's funny hearing the music, and I don't
hear the
see
music?
you anymore, but I hear the music now, which
hear
is
the
kind of
music?
cool. Outtakes. Here we go.
I want to say, first off, a big, giant fuck you to Alan Maybe. Fuck you, Alan. You suck. You suck at FIFA. You fucking
Fail.
suck at FIFA. And a big fuck you to John as well, just for being Alan's friend. And a big fuck you to Alan, because Alan would not challenge. He would not accept Don Don's challenge to FIFA. So I
Ooh.
got the stats here. Don Don beats Alan by quite a bit of wins. And I mean, it's just facts here that
Bam, Alan. Cowards stay on the porch.
Alan is just not doing it. You know what I mean? Look at these stats here. We're looking at the stats. Alan
Hey, at
has
least Jonathan stepped up to the plate, Alan.
Alan
he stepped
has
up and
Alan has 88 losses. Don has 26 losses. How about that? Alan has 50 wins and Don has 46, but Don only has 26 losses and Alan 88. Look at those losses.
Wow.
And Don has 13 draws. Alan has draw. He's got like a draw 39 times. That means he's not as good to beat the other guy 39 times.
You know what I'm thinking, Alan?
Wow.
EA's going to send you a message on Xbox Live. Uninstall.
Wow, Alan, you suck. Send him a message, people. Hashtag uninstall FIFA. Hashtag uninstall. Anyways, I forgot to bring those up last week and the week before. Thank you, Don. Love you, buddy. Thank you for giving me those stats.
All jokes aside, we love the GFNG show.
Yeah. Bye.
Good night.